forward with a vote on a more Republican-friendly congressional map, with dozens of Democrats out of state all week refusing to come back. Besides arrest and expulsion threats, Burrows last night ordered salary direct deposits suspended, and today announced a hold on 30% of the Democrats' monthly operating budgets to be canceled if they don't return. The Justice Department's opened a new investigation into New York's Attorney General.
A grand jury has convened in Albany, New York to consider allegations against the state's Attorney General Letitia James. Sources tell Fox News Digital the Justice Department is focused on a possible deprivation of rights case against the Attorney General connected to her successful business fraud civil suit against President Trump.
Fox's Jared Halpern, a mortgage fraud investigation against James was opened in May. A federal appeals court tosses a judge's contempt finding against the Trump administration.
The 2-1 ruling from the D.C. Circuit Court of Appeals is a win for the Trump administration over the deportation of suspected Tren de Aragua members to an El Salvador prison. At issue was the probable cause contempt finding in April by Judge James Boasberg over what Justice Department lawyers had told him about the deportation timeline. Boasberg had accused Trump administration officials of rushing deportees out of the country under the Alien Enemies Act before they could challenge their removal in court. He also said the attorneys had willfully disregarded the order that planes already in the air should return to the U.S. The 3-judge panel consists of 2 Trump appointees and 1 Obama appointee who dissented. Tanya J. Powers, Fox News.
And a 4th federal judge is ruling to block the president's executive order to end birthright citizenship. There have been class action lawsuits. The Supreme Court ruled judges can't just block presidential orders nationwide. America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
She has been found safe. Partly cloudy and 91 degrees in downtown Indy. I'm Jake McDaniel. Here's what's trending at 3:02. Police say after Destiny Williams was spotted, a silver alert has been canceled. The search is still on for 2 suspects linked to the case. Officials say one suspect is a black male dressed completely in black. Officers are checking several areas and ask anyone who was nearby between 3 and 4 in the morning or has security footage to share what they know. If you have any tips, you can give IMPD a call. When you look at the weather in Indiana,
stay cool this weekend, and we look towards that rain chances for early next week.
Aaron Updike with the National Weather Service in Indianapolis says the rain might start getting heavy on Tuesday, so you'll want to watch out for some areas that might have flooding. A new study says the number of armadillos that are in Indiana just keeps growing. John Herrick explains.
The U.S. Geological Survey says armadillos are colonizing in southeastern parts of Indiana. It says Indiana is one of 17 states where armadillos are established, which means the armadillo populations are frequently observed or regularly occur in those areas. These armadillos in the state are 9-banded armadillos because they have 9 strips in the middle of their armored shell. Those bands make the armor more flexible, which lets armadillos roll into a ball when they are threatened. John Herrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
The city of Westfield is gearing up to host a major golf tournament this month.
What started as just an incredible, unique opportunity for our club very quickly turned into feeling like you're representing your state.
That's Betsy Hankey Garfield, a partner with the Hankey Development Group who helped bring LIV Golf to the Hoosier State. She told Wish TV it's a great honor for the city and state to host this event, one that they expect will generate over $30 million for the city. Westfield is going through their final preparations before golfers tee off from Friday, August 15th to Sunday the 17th at the club at Chatham Hills. You're 1 minute away from traffic and weather. It's 3:04.
It's the first day of the first grade, and she found a new best friend. It's a laid-back Sunday afternoon you wish would never end.
The homemade taste of Bluebell and good friends gathered round. The good old days are being made right now.
Open the lid on a carton of Bluebell Homemade in the Shade, and you'll have it made, so to speak. It's a combination of our top-selling homemade vanilla ice cream with a swirl of rich chocolate fudge sauce. Enjoy an instant classic.
The good old days are being made right now.
The good old days are being made right now.
Look for Bluebell Ice Cream at Walmart Supercenters and Walmart Neighborhood Markets.
With traffic at 305, here's Matt Bear.
South side, northbound 65, stop-and-go traffic. Raymond Street up to the south split because of construction. Southbound 65, 70 jammed from the north split down to Fletcher Avenue because of the same construction zone. We're delayed 3 minutes there. So east side, southbound 465, slow off 70 down to South Shadeland Avenue. And on the south side, eastbound 465, stop-and-go from I-65 over to Emerson Avenue. Traffic sponsored by Rapid Radios. Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies with nationwide LTE coverage. For a limited time, get 60% off and free UPS shipping at rapidradios.com. Use code RADIO for an extra 5% off. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
Now the forecast from the American Standard Cooling Weather Center.
Look for mostly clear skies tonight. It's going to be mild and muggy with lows near 70. For the weekend, incredibly hot and humid. Sunny skies Saturday, highs near 90, but feels like temperatures mid and upper 90s possible. And then on Sunday, a few clouds, still hot and humid with highs near 90. I'm Wish TV Storm Track 8 meteorologist Tara Hastings for 93 WIBC.
I'm Jake McDaniel on the level on the go and on WIBC.com.
Hammer and Nigel.
Can you believe these characters are weirdos?
So let's rock it!
My name is Nigel. Jason Hammerwright over there. We're on YouTube. You can find us. Just type in Hammer and Nigel, WIBC. Watch the show that way. There's many different ways to get this show. So this story, Hammer, about the AI thing in the lieutenant governor's office doesn't seem to be going away. Is it? Rob calls it AI porn. The way it's been described to me, I mean, I don't know that anybody's seen it. It's a representative's wife with their shirt off. I don't know. That's the way that's what I've heard. I don't. Right. Nobody I know has seen the video. But
it's allegedly a doctored AI video of an Indiana rep's wife topless at some charity event. And the allegation, and that's the key word here, is that folks in the lieutenant governor's office were watching this, laughing at it, having a good old time. Now, we still don't know if this video exists. But what we do know is there is an investigation into this. And it's not just one of these investigations being done by Micah and the folks in his office. That would be like the fact-finding commission, Revenge of the Nerds, when Stan Gable and Betty Childs were looking into what happened with the alpha betas.
I have a statement. I have a personal text from Micah. I asked him if I could read it, because I texted Micah. Look, the only reason this show knows Micah is because of Rob Kendall. Rob and Micah were friends, and I think Rob was a big part of Micah getting the delegates to vote for him for lieutenant governor, and then they had a falling out, and then all the property tax stuff, blah, 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 blah. But you and I still I feel like there's a relationship there with the lieutenant governor, and I texted him. I said, "You want to come on and talk about this?
Explain yourself?"
And he was not able to come on, but he did say this, and I have his permission to read, because I don't just read private texts to people. Let's see. Just to reinforce, we've done an internal investigation because anything that denigrates women will not be tolerated in our office. But to this day, our investigation can't find a shred of evidence that in any way supports these claims that something inappropriate happened in our office. So that is I got his permission to read that after I invited him to come on.
And that's fine. But anytime I hear internal investigation, I kind of roll my eyes. Like, how would you feel if Joe Hogsett came out? Listen, we've done an internal investigation, and all those chicks were asking for it. Like, come on. Like, let me know when it's an external investigation and it's legit. And it feels like that's kind of what's happening right now.
I was just relaying the message.
Sure.
That's all I was doing.
And it's important to get all the information out there because on one hand, man, this story is really starting to pick up steam. You're starting to get some national outlets talking about this story. I believe Daily Mail is one of the latest to pick up the fact that this story is happening. And listen, full transparency, and we can say this because they talked about it this morning on Kendall and Casey. Lieutenant Governor Beckwith's communications guy is Casey's husband, Jim. Well, he turned in his resignation. He was not fired. This was his choosing. He turned in his resignation. So take that for what you will.
Do we know why?
Don't know why. Some view it as, hey, this is a guy that's jumping off the Titanic. Maybe he feels like something bad's going on with this administration. He doesn't want to be there.
Well, that's
speculation.
Speculation.
It is.
I have no idea why. You know, I was talking to Casey today. I didn't even know that had happened.
And you want to talk about bad times to schedule a procedure. So next week, and again, she talked about this today. This isn't anything that we're breaking. Casey's daughter is having a medical procedure.
Okay.
So she's got pre-scheduled time off. So she's not going to be on the air. But I don't want any of the tinfoil hat people to be like, uh-oh, look what's going on there. Casey's off the air. I bet her husband and Micah are up to no good. Like, that's not what's happening.
I get
here.
what you're saying. Okay.
Like, she's going to be with her daughter who's having a medical procedure. It's been scheduled for weeks. It just coincides with her husband leaving the lieutenant governor's office. So pump the brakes a little bit on the tinfoil hat.
Pretty cush job with a decent salary just to
right.
say, hey, I'm out of here after a few months.
Which makes you wonder what the hell's going on there to where somebody's like, I'm out. Now, again, I'm not one to steal somebody's story. Too many times in like news talk radio or even television, you've got people who are late to the party that want to try to steal somebody's story. That's not the type of dude I am, and I know that's not the type of dude you are.
No, and like I said, the only reason why we have access and communication with the lieutenant governor is because of Rob Kendall. So that's his guy.
Right.
Was his guy.
Correct. Boy, you talk about bad breakups.
God bless America.
That's Billy Joel Christie Brinkley right there. Here is Rob earlier on his program, Kendall and Casey, #1 rated midday show here at 93 WIBC, talking about what's next in this scandal.
So I can say this now, that over the past week, I have had multiple conversations with someone who has claimed to have viewed the video in question.
Yeah.
And on multiple conversations, they have described the video in question, which is alleged to be artificial intelligence pornography of Craig Haggard's wife. This person has not only described the video that they saw, but the circumstances in which they saw it. And on multiple occasions when they have described it to me, the details have always matched up.
Okay.
I have asked repeated questions about this, and every time this story has been told to me, it has been told in an identical fashion. This person has stated repeatedly that they are willing to come on these airwaves and tell this story.
Mm-hmm.
And the only thing that is preventing them right now is they are cooperating with the authorities. When that cooperation is done and everybody is satisfied with that, they have said they will come on here and they will tell this story in the same detail that they have told me repeatedly.
So that was Rob earlier today on his program. Take it for what you will. I've got mixed reviews in the YouTube chat right now. One person says, I don't care about what people in the lieutenant governor's office are watching on their phones. Somebody else says, was there a crime actually taking place here?
Yeah.
In terms of a crime, if these people created that deep fake porn, then yes, you can't create deep fake porn. But I don't know. So take it for what you will. That's the latest on this whole lieutenant governor situation. All we know is that, yes, there is an additional external investigation taking place. And that's what's going on with the lieutenant governor's office. You think Mike Braun's just sitting back going, my God, dude, come on.
Yeah, he's got other things to worry about. He was just hobnobbing with the vice president yesterday.
True, but the last thing he needs to worry about is something else that the lieutenant governor is doing, right? The lieutenant governor should almost be like the JV game. Just sit there, do your thing, but get out of the way before the big kids get on the court. Quick update on that Cincinnati attack. We've been talking about this for a couple of weeks. The 6 individuals that were taken into custody, have now been charged. We've got 38-year-old Patrick Roseman, 39-year-old Jermaine Matthews, 34-year-old Montez Merriweather, 24-year-old Dakira Vernon, 37-year-old Dominique Kittle, 25-year-old Aisha Devon, each charged with 3 counts of felonious assault, 3 charges of assault, and 2 charges of aggravated rioting.
Good.
This is from the Hamilton County Prosecutor's Office.
So felonious assault and all those other things on top of each other, and the police chief there in Cincinnati is mad that you watched it on social media.
Correct. We're part of the problem when we watched a video of 2 elderly white people getting beat down by local youth.
So you gotta factor in the context.
Sure. One councilwoman was like cheering that it happened in Cincinnati. Like, honestly, you look at what's happened in Cincinnati, and if you just woke up from a coma and I told you that happened in Indianapolis, would you be shocked?
Not at all.
Not with the leadership we have here. No, not at all. Before we hit a break here, I feel like we need some happier news, right? Something that's not deep fake porn, something that's not what could be considered a hate crime. Happy 52nd birthday to Creed frontman Scott Stapp.
Yeah.
52 today. You ever see Creed in concert?
Are you kidding me? I've seen Creed. I've interviewed Scott Stapp. I've been on. I introduced them on stage at when it was Conseco Fieldhouse. I got up on the mic right before they came out. They were walking out, and I did the. Who does the? It was when the wrestling thing. When you did this. When you did the chop.
Oh, DX.
I
the
did
crotch
the DX.
chop.
Like, I don't know what came over me. I was on stage in front of 25, 30,000 people, and do you say suck it when you do that?
Yes.
Did you say, and the whole crowd did it with me.
And here comes a Christian rock band.
I love Creed.
Give me your best
love
Scott
Creed.
Stapp impression. Because he says things in a distinctive way.
Can you take me higher
with arms wide open? Yeah. Like, nobody says open. That's not how you say open. So I've put together a 7-song Creed hit montage.
And by the way, just side note, he's turned his life around. He was a mess. He was a drugged out lunatic.
Well, he was a Christian, then he hung out with Kid Rock, and now he's a Christian.
Yeah, I get it.
Kid Rock was a bad influence. But of these 7 songs that I put in this montage, how many do you think producer Allison has heard of? The over-under is set at 4.5. So 5, 6, and 7 is the over. 4 or less is the under.
I think the last time we did this, I stuck with the under. So I'm going to stick with the under for Creed song.
4.5. Now, Allison, I don't know how much Creed you've listened to, but a lot of these songs are going to sound the same. Okay?
That's part of the problem. Yeah, that's part of the problem. We won't be able to tell them apart. But that's okay. We'll try.
All right.
We'll try.
Honor system as always. Let us know if you've heard them. Here we go.
Of course, yeah.
I just sang it.
Here's one.
Well, sort of. Yes.
That's the one I sang, too. Open.
Yes.
3. My Sacrifice. Played this damn thing on ZPL every 5 minutes.
Same with this one over here, yeah.
That's a no.
No. I thought it was yes.
Are we over? Are we over?
4. Hold on.
No.
Allison's laughing. They all sound the same.
You've never heard this song?
I thought we already listened to it, to be honest.
It comes down to this.
What's his life?
I don't think so.
Under.
I got it. I think those last two were their first 2 hits, My Own Prison and What's His Life For. I mean, My Own Prison. My God, I heard that. I think the first time I heard My Own Prison, I broke down and cried. A beautiful song.
the song where it says, "Hold me now, I'm 6 feet from the edge"?
Yeah.
For the longest time, I thought the lyrics were, "Homie now," like he's talking to a friend. "Hold me now, I'm 6 feet."
Wow.
Homie.
You've never heard My Own Prison. Oh, my gosh.
Matt Bear, you knew all of those, right?
Every single one of them. That was part of my youth right there. Looking at the west side crash, southbound 465 at Rockville Road. That's a crash on the left shoulder. And slowing us down back to West 21st Street, an 8-minute delay. Southbound 6570, it's the construction delay from the north split to the south split. It's 3 minutes right now. Jam traffic. Northbound 65 slow into the south split before Raymond. And on the northeast side, eastbound 465, that's a stall jamming things up before Allisonville Road. Right lane is blocked. Traffic slow back to Keystone Avenue for a 6-minute delay. Traffic sponsored by Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield. They've teamed up with the Indiana Fever and Common Threads to provide local schools with information for nutritious meal preparation. Learn more at anthem.com/fever. Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield is the trade name of Anthem Insurance Companies Incorporated. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
Somebody on Twitter at Hammer and Nigel writes, "The thing that we need to bring all of that opening segment together is a deep fake video of Scott Stapp fighting Rob Kendall in the street."
If anybody that can make that happen, it's you, Hammer.
Give me a few minutes. We'll see if we can work on that. Right now, it's 88 at the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. And coming up next, we haven't done this in a while, Cameo Price is Right.
Oh, no.
Nigel versus Allison.
All right.
Let's go.
Preparing for the future means having a good plan, making smart investments, and working with a fiduciary you can trust. And the clock is ticking, so it's important to optimize the time we do have to plan. My friends at Trajan Wealth are hosting a movie event that discusses all this and so much more. Retirement on the Brink is their eye-opening documentary revealing the risk that could derail your financial future. Reserve your VIP seat for this one-night-only event at retirementonthebrink.com or give Trajan Wealth a call today, 800-670-0366 to get on the list for this exclusive event. Do you want to safeguard your retirement portfolio and a little peace of mind in your investing? Then reserve your VIP seat now at retirementonthebrink.com. Flicks Brewhouse, September 25th at 6 p.m. Call 800-670-0366 or go to retirementonthebrink.com. Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. Paid advertisement.
When you own a business, it feels like everything's on you. Orders, deliveries, employees, on you. That's why Comcast Business is giving you a year of mobile on us with your internet service. Really? Yep. We'll cover your first line of mobile for 1 year. So calling customers, getting directions, texting Janine and shipping, on us. The broken coffee maker? That one's still on you, which means you'll save hundreds for your business and get the fastest mobile service with 5G cellular and Wi-Fi hotspots on us. But hurry, this deal won't last long. Get a mobile plan and free up the budget to maybe, I don't know, fix that coffee maker? Get mobile on us for 1 year, you guessed it, on us. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Ends 9/22/25. Restrictions apply. New mobile customers only with internet standard service or above. Limited to value of 1 unlimited intro line apply via 12 monthly internet bill credits. 1 discount per account. Fastest mobile based on mobile, Wi-Fi, and cellular data in service areas. Ookla Speed Test Intelligence 2H24.
Get a great deal on versatile Kubota equipment today, like the Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor, the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S., Z-Series mowers, and Sidekick utility vehicles. Stop by your local Kubota dealer today. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available or save up to $4,500. Now through September 30th. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Stop by McAllister Machinery in Indianapolis to see their full line of Kubota or visit them online at McAllisterKubota.com.
You hear that? That's Mike sleeping soundly on a Sunday night. That's because Mike was smart this time. He took ZQL Ultra to fall asleep fast, stay asleep longer, and get the deeply restorative sleep he needs. So now he wakes up refreshed and ready to conquer Mondays.
Let's do this Monday.
ZQL Ultra. Not for colds, just for sleep. Really great sleep. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
You're listening to the Hammer and Nigel Show.
All right, Hammer, what is Cameo Prices Right?
Cameo is a service, an online service, where you can buy a personalized message from a celebrity and send it to a friend. Now, when I say celebrity, we're not talking about Leo. We're not talking about Tom Cruise. We're talking about one of the guys from Cobra Kai. We're talking about
Kevin from The Office.
Right. These are the types of people that are on Cameo. Your B, C, and D list celebrities. And the way this game works is just like the real Price is Right. I'm going to give you a name. And feel free to play along at home. You have to tell me how much this celebrity charges for a Cameo message without going over.
Let me give you an example. Is Chuck Norris on this list for this one?
He is not.
Okay. Chuck Norris, if you want a personalized video message from Chuck Norris saying what you want is $450.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a high ticket.
That's a high ticket.
Yes.
Now, the first one to get 3 is the winner. And the winner gets their choice of taking a shot of handmade America First bourbon whiskey.
Oh, that has does that have Trump's picture on it?
It does. I'm going to put it up to the camera.
Somebody sent us that, right?
That's Gil Pritt. Big supporter of WIBC for a long time.
Gil Pritt Electric, I think, used to advertise on this. He sent us that?
Yes. So either you, Nige, or Allison will have your chance to take a shot of this, okay?
Okay.
First one to 3. Ladies first. Allison, we start with you. How much does this individual charge for Cameo? Jodie Sweetin. She was from Full House. How rude.
That's
Stephanie
right.
Tanner.
I'm going to say $200.
$200. Nige? We need an answer.
Over.
Give me an answer. Give me a total.
Like, what did she say?
I said 200, so 201.
So yeah, 201.
250. So Nige is the winner.
So close.
Nige, let's try to make this a little
How
faster here,
rude.
kid.
Sorry.
Act like you've done this before. All right, we go to Nige.
Okay. My bad.
Actress Amanda Bynes. TV star. She was big in the early 2000s. Now she's kind of a hot mess. Amanda Bynes.
I would have no idea. I'm not even sure I know who that is. So she's a hot mess now. $120.
Allison.
100.
$1,000.
No!
Really? Wow.
Wow. So I win.
$1,000. Nigel's got 2. He's 1 away from victory. Allison, we come back to you.
All right.
Actor Denham Richards. He played the role of Colby on Yellowstone. He was the black cowboy in a love relationship with Teeter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Teeter.
I have not seen this show. So
I know the character.
I'm gonna guess 150.
No,
150.
I'll
Nige.
go 151.
250.
Yeah.
Nige is the sweep.
Boom.
Nige sweeps it.
How many more do we have? Can we play a little more? I'm
Sure.
having fun here.
Just to round out the clock
You're having
here.
fun because you're winning for once.
All right, Nige, you've already won, but just for bleeps and giggles, actress Fairuza Balk. She was Vicky Valancourt in The Waterboy. She was in the movie The Craft as one of the witches.
Oh, yeah. Like, got that real, like, goth look to
Right.
her.
Bobby Boucher's girlfriend.
Oh, wow. I would say $200.
Allison.
I'll go 50.
Nige would have got it. $300.
Wow, these are... Man,
Allison, I'm kicking your ass!
times are tough. These guys are really raising their prices.
All right, Allison. Colts running back Jonathan Taylor. Former NFL rushing leader. Colts running back number 28, Jonathan Taylor on Cameo. What does he charge?
I don't know. 100.
Nah, over 101.
$400.
$400.
Allison, I've seen a lot of ass whippings in my life, but you're taking a big one here. And
I
this
need
would
to
have been
spend
the
more
last
time
one.
on Cameo.
This would have been the last one, Nige. Actor, producer, director Kevin Smith. Mallrats, Jay and Silent Bob.
I'm going to say $400.
I'm going to go out with a Blades of Glory and go with $1.
Nige would have got that one too, $500.
Wow.
I love this game.
Ah, yes.
So
I will
Nige.
pass it to a friend. You got the bottle in your hand, Hammer. Tell me how the America First whiskey tastes.
Oh, okay. You passing it to me?
Passing it to you.
Let's
You
go.
got it. You're right there on the YouTube. This is, and a listener sent us this.
Gil, my man. All right. This is for America, ladies
All
and
right,
gentlemen.
America.
Oh, that's smooth.
How was that? Yeah,
That's real smooth. That's
all
pretty
right,
good.
You pass that over to me during break, okay?
47% alcohol by volume,
What's the proof?
94% proof.
Nice.
America First, batch 47, straight bourbon whiskey.
And in your face, Allison.
In your face, Nancy Grace.
All right.
It's the Hammer and Nigel show.
This is fun. We're having a lot of fun today.
DC politicians want to enact harmful credit card mandates that could take away your cash back and rewards points. Perks that stretch your budget and make life a little easier. Losing these benefits means less money for your family's everyday essentials like gas and groceries. The perks you rely on could disappear, leaving you with higher costs and fewer options. Tell Congress to guard your card and oppose the Durbin-Marshall credit card mandates.
Paid for by Electronic Payments Coalition.
Don't let that summer job go again because you don't have the right tools. At Quality Supply and Tool, now through September 26th, or while supplies last, there's a huge DeWalt sale going on. Buy select 20-volt bare tools and get a free 5-amp-hour battery. That's a $100 value. Buy a DeWalt 4-in-1 or 5-in-1 Tough System modular workstation and get two 2-drawer units free. That's more than a $200 value. Quality Supply and Tool has locations in Jeffersonville, Bloomington, West Lafayette, and South Harding Street in Indy. And Quality Supply and Tool thinks outside the box store.
If Ernest Hemingway was alive today, would he say this to you?
Shakespeare, Mark Twain, Edgar Allan Poe, all great writers. And after reading your book, I simply must add you to the list.
Wait, you don't have a book yet, so make a free call to Page Publishing. Turn your book idea into publishing gold.
800-215-6818. 800-215-6818. That's 800-215-6818.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
What they are planning. You've got a partly cloudy sky and it's 91 degrees on Monument Circle. I'm Jake McDaniel. Here's what's trending at 3:32. Republican state lawmakers in Texas are planning on arresting their Democratic lawmakers this weekend after they left the state to fight against the congressional redistricting plan. Texas House of Representatives Speaker Dustin Burrows.
The roll has been called and a quorum has not been established.
Texas Republicans are also moving to withhold the pay of Democrats who fled the state. The Democrats argue that the redistricting plan would disadvantage minority voters, while its passage will give Republicans 5 additional seats in the House of Representatives. The state has been making cuts when it comes to agencies and departments. Johnette Cruz explains.
The latest 2-year budget included a 5% cut for most agencies, with another 5% held in reserve, making for a challenging fiscal year. For some, this has meant layoffs. The Indiana Destination Development Corporation, which saw its budget slashed by 85%, laid off 3 employees and is not refilling 5 open positions. Meanwhile, the Office of Community and Rural Affairs is eliminating 4 positions and putting technology upgrades on hold. State officials say the moves are necessary for fiscal responsibility, but critics are concerned about the impact on public services. Johnette Cruz, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
A wildfire called the Canyon Fire is burning north of Los Angeles. It started near Santa Clarita and has already ripped through thousands of acres. Thousands of people have been forced to leave their homes, with many more being warned to be ready to go. Hundreds of firefighters arrived at the scene to put the fire out. Work has now begun. On the New Haven Fieldhouse. That's from a groundbreaking ceremony earlier today. It is valued at $31 million and is located near I-469. It will have 5 basketball courts that can be converted to 10 volleyball courts. Digging should begin in the next several months. You've got traffic and weather coming in 1 minute. It's 3:34.
Why do so many foundation, basement, and crawl space companies ask for half your money up front? Could it be because that's easier to get than earning all your trust? At the Michaelis Corporation, they believe trust is earned, not demanded. That's why they do things differently. They start with a free inspection, no strings attached, to give you an honest assessment of what your home needs. No pressure, no surprises. When it's time for the work, they don't ask for a deposit or any upfront payment. Not a single dollar until the job is complete and you're 100% satisfied. That's how they've been earning trust for over 39 years. Whether it's sagging floors, moisture control, concrete repair, or a full crawl space encapsulation, you can count on Michaelis for repairs that last. Don't trust just anyone with your home. Choose the company that puts your trust first. Text or call 844-FIXED-INDY today. That's 844-FIXED-INDY. The Michaelis Corporation, building trust beneath your feet.
You've got WIBC traffic now. Here's Matt Bear.
All right, west side, southbound 465 at Rockville Road. That's a crash on the left shoulder, and we are backed up all the way to West 38th Street. And right now, delays at 13 minutes. Inbound 65 stop-and-go traffic from 21st Street to Meridian Penn, and a 3-minute delay on southbound 65-70 north split to the south split. Eastbound 70 slow from Belmont into the south split, and south side, northbound 65 grinds after Keystone Avenue into the south split because of construction. We're delayed 6 minutes. East side, southbound 465 stop and go from 72 Washington, and on the north side, eastbound 465 before Allisonville Road. A breakdown in the right lane, stop and go traffic back to Westfield Boulevard. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors, the place to go for upgrading your kitchen, bath, or floor, and schedule your free design consultation at DrexelIN.com. Visit DrexelIN.com for your free interior design or visit their showrooms today. Go where the pros go. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
And now you got the forecast from the American Standard Cooling Weather Center.
Look for mostly clear skies tonight. It's going to be mild and muggy with lows near 70. For the weekend, incredibly hot and humid. I'm Wish TV Storm Track 8 meteorologist Tara Hastings for 93 WIBC.
I'm Jake McDaniel on the level, on the go, and on WIBC.com.
Hello, all my friends. This is Brett Michaels, and you're listening to my friends right here, Hammer and Nigel, and they're about to rock your world.
Barguments, 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 barguments.
My name is Nigel. Jason Hammer right over there with a very special guest on the hotline.
Barguments. Copyrighted, trademarked by our friend Dan Bass Levy. How are you?
Gentlemen, how are you guys?
How's Chicago doing, man?
It is melting away in this 97-degree weather we're all living in here.
Love it.
Would have been nice to see that baseball team on the north side spend a little money at the trade deadline, but that's neither here nor there, Dan.
Would have been nice to see any franchise with the name Chicago wanted to spend any money at any time ever.
I saw a meme today, Dan, on social media that said, you may think your favorite sports team is having it rough, but just remember, right now there are fans, and their favorite team is having a quarterback battle between Anthony Richardson and Daniel Jones.
But again, I was telling my son this recently because he was asking because he likes the White Sox and the Cubs, and he was saying, will the White Sox ever be good again? I said, yes, most teams in every franchise have their ups and downs, unless it's Chicago because they don't spend the money to do the ups. So we might see a White Sox team win in my lifetime. Might be yours, but I can't tell you.
How does one allow their child to be both a Cubs and a White Sox fan? I find myself questioning your parenting, Dan.
You know what? It's actually for the best because I'm at that age where I'm just glad he likes sports. So if he wants to like a sports team, I'm not pushing it we like both teams. Okay.
All right, so
and I will reference that my father-in-law was an umpire for the American League for a little while back in the day, and he was a White Sox fan.
Okay, it wasn't Angel Hernandez, was it?
Oh, no, definitely not.
Okay, good.
Do you think a guy by the name of Dan Levy is marrying into the Angel Hernandez family, guys? Come on now.
Remember when Steve McMichael got on the microphone and said he wanted to beat the crap out of you? That was awesome.
Oh, God, yes. And I saw him a couple days later, and he just told me he had a couple too many Malibu rum shots before then.
Oh, Mongo McMichael. All right, man, tell me about Barguments.
Barguments is a podcast that I have developed developed. I bought the name, and it's simply just that. It's what you would have at a bar, or barbecue, barbershop, wherever you have your fun arguments with your buddies, your Mount Rushmores, your top 5, whatever it is. And I boiled it down to a cool podcast where we do this with friends. And I'm going to serve up a bargument for you guys today. Are you guys ready to roll?
Bring it.
Do it.
All right. If you could own a prop from a movie or TV show that is not a car, what would you want to own?
Okay, so taking cars, houses, and vehicles out of the equation, right?
Yes, pure prop. Just a prop.
Okay, you get us going here because I need to think about this.
Yeah.
Okay, I've spent a long time waiting for this, and I think we're close to this as far as AI goes. But in Rocky IV, there was a robot that turned into a female for Polly, and I want that thing walking around, serving me ice cream and drinks, and just giving me cakes and calling me sweet cheeks all around the house.
I remember. This was that creepy robot that brought the birthday cake.
Yes. And he
What the hell is this?
Your present.
Yo, I wanted a sports car for my birthday. I'm a walking trash can.
Oh, come on. He looks great here.
It's extremely psycho, Rocco.
Since you don't have any friends, we thought you'd like it.
Like that.
And I love, there's a bar where he's like, hey, what'd you tell you to talk that way? And he's like, and he just goes, she loves me. And I was like, I want that thing. I want it. You found a way to robot to love you. I want one.
Allison, play the very end of that where we hear Adrian just one more time, please. Can you give us that one more time?
He looks great here.
It's extremely psycho, Rocco.
Since you don't have any friends, we thought you'd like it.
Who the hell is Adrian to say somebody doesn't have any friends? She was some homely chick working at a pet store.
Some mousy little lonely, homely chick that somehow gotten Rocky's good graces.
Right, but this
everybody gets their comeuppance. Everybody gets their comeuppance.
And now all of a sudden she's judgmental against Paulie? Bite it, you weirdo. All right, Allison, the question to you. What prop from a movie, non-car or house division, would you want to have?
I think I'm going to go with the leg lamp from The Christmas Story.
That is pretty good.
I thought for sure you'd say like the ruby slippers from like Wizard of Oz.
No. I mean, no, I think the leg lamp, it's iconic. Everyone knows what it is. And you just put it right in your living room all year long. And
Right?
it's also my favorite Christmas movie. I love it.
So for those who don't know what we're talking about, take a listen.
Yeah, well, it's a leg, you know, like in a statue. Yeah, statue.
That's a good one.
Yeah, statue.
Ralphie? Do you know what this is? This is a lamp. What is that? It's a major award.
It's a major award. That's
It's
what
a
it is.
major award.
Like those things are really expensive. Like if you try to find a novelty one for Christmas, they're really expensive.
I'll also say that scene is a lot funnier out of context than when I watch it every year. So that just hearing that out of context is pretty good.
Nige?
How can you guys have not said the proton pack from the Ghostbusters? Dan, we had there's a charity group here in Indianapolis, and these guys dress up like the Ghostbusters, and they
Circle
go to
City Ghostbusters.
The Circle City Ghostbusters.
I was just going to say, everything that you're about to say, I'm all in for. That sounds amazing.
And they have the legitimate stuff. They have the proton packs. Like they have the, now you'll never slime a guy with a positron collider. And so they came into our studio one day to promote a charity, and I took over. I put the proton pack on my back. I had the wand that
is amazing.
That harnessed the ghosts, and why worry? Each one of us is wearing an unlicensed nuclear accelerator on his back. So
that is awesome. But none of you could ever go to the bathroom without someone screaming, "Don't cross the streams."
Right? 100%.
Yes, that'll follow you everywhere.
Man, I was waiting for Nige to accidentally shoot the maid and have to apologize.
What the hell are you doing?
I'm sorry. We thought you were someone else.
Sorry, we thought you were somebody else.
Proton pack
That is
for the
awesome.
Ghostbusters for me, buddy.
That's great.
All right, I'm going to round this up. You guys know me. I'm a baseball guy. Played baseball my life. coached baseball for a long time. My son played it.
Yeah?
My favorite baseball movie is Major League. If I could have any piece of memorabilia or prop,
Joe Boo?
I want the skull and crossbone glasses that Ricky Vaughn wears. Now, let me set the scene here. Let's say it's 3 o'clock. Hammer and Nigel show's getting close to starting. The door kicks open, and you hear the music come on. I walk into the studio wearing these bad sons of you-know-whats. You know it's going to be a great show.
Yes.
Like every room I would go to, I would want the music and a quick turnaround wearing those glasses.
I love it.
Yes, and I got to tell you, that's the best version of Wild Thing I've ever heard. I like that version the best.
From the band X, that's what that is.
So good. It's so good. That's a great one.
Feedback from the YouTube chat. Bill Murray's bowling ball from Kingpin with the rose.
Oh, that is a great with the rose. That's amazing.
I've seen those at like bowling tournaments before. They actually make those.
Rodney Dangerfield's bag in Caddyshack, his golf bag.
That's pretty good too.
I would want the car horn.
I actually want the golf bag that Jackie Mason had in Caddyshack 2 that had all like the futuristic stuff. That would be a pretty good one too.
David chimes in. The red stapler from Office Space.
Yeah,
that would be excellent. That would be excellent.
The rug from The Big Lebowski.
Sans urine.
No, I think I'd want Woo. I think I'd want the one. I think I'd want the rug that Woo peed on. I think I'd want that rug. It's more infamous.
One more time, where can we find Barguments, Dan?
Barguments can be found on YouTube or anywhere that you download a podcast. Enjoy Barguments. It's a really fun time. It's a really good podcast, some celebrity interviews, and, of course, some really silly discussion. So, and again, we also have an active Facebook page that has live Barguments going pretty much 24 hours a day now. Somebody's posting in there, and there's some really good ones in there. So jump in the Facebook group. I'll chat it up with everybody. Have fun with Barguments. It is just a fun time.
I don't know what to make of this, but a friend texted me, I bet Allison has Indiana Jones' whip. I don't know why Allison would have a whip.
Just the boulder.
Just
the boulder. The boulder. I was going to say, you guys may need to explain a lot more about Allison to me because I'm not sure if that hits what I know about her, but interesting.
She has a whip collection, Dan. We'll do it again next Friday, brother. Good talk.
Thanks, buddy.
What a cliffhanger for me. What a cliffhanger. I'll talk to you guys next week.
I didn't even know this, but Zillow actually ranks Indianapolis number 2 among 2025's hottest markets. So values have risen and are holding strong. Now more than ever, you need a guy, an expert like Mark Dietl to help you sell your house. Luke and Emmett in Franklin were building their dream home, but they needed to sell their old place at a great price to pay for it. Mark Dietl's team made it easy. Multiple offers in the first weekend and closed in 25 days.
Mark Dietl is the best in the business, and he has the guarantee that backs it up. Mark Dietl is the only real estate agent that we recommend, and he guarantees your home sold at a mutually agreed upon price or deadline, or he will buy it. You pick the move date, no long-term contracts. That's what separates Mark Dietl. 755-4232 or go to markdietl.com. That's Mark, Dietel, markdietl.com. Tell him Hammer and Nigel sent you.
Garage door problems? Call today for service today. Garage Doors of Indianapolis services all makes of garage doors 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call today for service today. 875-4577. Call today for service today. Get it fixed right now. Call Garage Doors of Indianapolis at 875-4577 or visit doorstoday.com.
In the morning, call 875-4577. Service today. Today.
An official message from Medicare.
I'm saving money on my Medicare prescriptions. Maybe you can save too. With Medicare's Extra Help program, my premium is $0 and my out-of-pocket costs are low. Who should apply? Single people making less than $24,000 a year or married couples who make less than $32,000. Even if you don't think you qualify, it pays to find out.
Go to ssa.gov/extrahelp. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Sometimes an identity threat is a ring of professional hackers, and sometimes it's an overworked accountant.
who forgot to encrypt their connection while sending bank details.
I need a coffee.
And you need LifeLock, because your info is in endless places. It only takes one mistake to expose you to identity theft. LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points a second. If your identity is stolen, we'll fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code NEWS at LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
Tune in to the Absolute Retirement Planning Show.
When retirement comes about, we're now relying on what we have saved to meet those needs.
Sundays at 9 a.m. right here on 93 WIBC.
Honda of Fishers is now Great Lakes Honda of Fishers, under new ownership, just off State Road 37. Stop by for special grand opening prices during the summer sales event. Drexel Interiors, the place to go for upgrading your kitchen, bath, or flooring. Schedule your free design consultation at drexelin.com or visit their showrooms today. Go where the pros go.
Tired of digging through noise to find real news? Go straight to WIBC.com. Local stories, statewide impact, national headlines, info that matters. When news breaks, WIBC.com is already on it. Stay on the know while you're on the go.
Matt Bear, any piece of memorabilia from a movie you would like to have?
Give me the Bluesmobile.
Non-car division.
Non-car division.
non-house
Okay.
division.
I want Wilson from Castaway.
How did we forget that?
Yeah, there's still got to be the bloody hand on it. I mean, still, I want it as a centerpiece for my apartment. Looking at eastbound 460, nothing says loser. Eastbound 465 before Allisonville Road. That's a stall, breakdown, blocking the right lane. Stop and go traffic back to Keystone Avenue, a 6-minute delay. Inbound 65, stop and go 21st Street to Meridian Penn, and southbound 6570. Of course, jam from the north split to the south split because of construction. That's an 8-minute delay. West side crash clear. Southbound 465 at Rockville Road. Traffic is backed up to west of 56th Street. It should start to take care of itself now that the crash is gone, and hopefully you'll be on your way before too long. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors, the place to go for upgrading your kitchen, bath, or flooring. Schedule your free design consultation at drexelin.com. Visit drexelin.com for your free interior design or visit their showrooms today. Go where the pros go. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
Right now, we've got 88 at the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. Coming up after 4 o'clock, some high-profile legal stuff.
Cool.
And producer Allison's Best Sounds of the Week, the Week in Review.
No.
That's coming up after 4. I'm Jason Hammer. Big Nige is here.
Hello.
So some people in Winter Park, Florida are ticked off because this statue that cost $500,000 to make of Martin Luther King Jr., they built this thing, but it looks like MLK's got a big, ginormous bobblehead to it. Like the head is so much bigger than the body. Have you seen this?
Yes, I'm looking at it right now. I'll try to post it on our social media, Hammer. I might understand why people have a problem with this, but the other problem with this, as I understand it, is that MLK's family signed off on it.
They must like the bobblehead, but $500,000, you would think they would get the dimensions right. Here is the mayor of Winter Park, Florida, talking about the, quote, tribute statue to MLK.
His head was too big. His arm was too big. It looked really, like a caricature of Dr. King, and didn't really look anything like him.
I didn't have direct contact with the King estate, but from what I heard, they were very happy with the representation of the sculpture of Dr. King.
Maybe it just didn't come out the way everybody had hoped it would. I hear what you're saying. I don't know if there's anything we can do about it at this point because it was a very big investment.
Yeah, do it over. It just isn't good enough for a permanent, lifelong representation of someone that is...
X is down right now. I can't post this for whatever reason. But I do have a screenshot of the MLK statue in his head. It is a little unusual.
I don't know why, but man, I find it funny when statues get botched. Like the Lucille Ball tribute statue was frightening. Do a Google search on Lucille Ball statue. It looks like something that would haunt you when you get to the gates of hell. Also, the statue that they made of Dwayne Wade.
Dwayne Wade, yeah.
That's a bad one. Who was the soccer player? Ronaldo statue.
Yeah.
was pretty bad, too.
If it's the same one I'm thinking of, yeah.
Yeah, they made like Ronaldo, who's like one of the most handsome guys in the world.
It's not letting me post this right now.
Look like he's got crooked teeth and he's half drunk. And Dwayne Wade of the Miami Heat, he looks like Sloth from the Goonies.
Now, Peyton outside.
Hey, you guys!
Baby room?
That's what Dwayne Wade's statue looks like.
Peyton Manning outside Lucas Oil looks great.
It does. The Larry Bird statue at Indiana State looks good. Looks like Larry Bird.
But these people have a problem with the MLK statue.
Well, it's a bobblehead.
I get it. I'm looking at it now.
It's like a child drew a picture. A very small body, big arms, big head. Like when you think of civil rights greats, you don't want to think of somebody that looks like Barry Bonds post-steroids. It's the Hammer and Nigel show.
Oh, man, I love my Galaxy Concrete garage floor coating. It is so much better. It's night and day. They came in and worked a miracle, basically, in my old garage. My house was built in 1980. The garage floor had never been maintained in any way, shape, or form. Cracked, uneven, stained, slippery. It just looked awful. Galaxy Concrete Coatings came in and within a day gave it a whole new look and feel. And it's because they didn't use epoxy. That's the old standard the other guys use. They use polyurea. It's the new premium standard for coatings. As a matter of fact, they did such a great job on my garage floor. I had them back to my house to take care of the concrete utility room in my basement. Check out their website, get a quote, galaxyconcretecoatings.com, or give them a call, 751-9070.
There's something timeless about radio. It's where stories are told, ideas are shared, and communities stay connected. Our generation grew up with it, and we still believe in the power of tuning in. At Howard Bailey Financial, we believe planning for retirement should feel just as familiar and trusted. That's why we're bringing real conversations and practical advice to the airwaves. Join us every Sunday at 9 p.m. for our Retire with Purpose Radio Hour, right here on 93.1 WIBC. We'll talk about what really matters in retirement, income you can count on, choices you can feel good about, and a future that reflects your values. Because some things, like good planning and good radio, never go out of style. Howard Bailey Financial, retirement planning that speaks your language. Howard Bailey Securities, LLC is an independent financial services firm and uses a variety of different investment strategies. Please see disclosures at howardbailey.com. The Retire with Purpose Radio Hour is a paid placement on each airing station.
Lynn just loves the summer in Indy, but she's not going to spend it painting. She called Rhino Shield.
It is a single-wide manufactured home. We moved from our home, which we had the Rhino Shield on. Rhino Shield was what we were going to do. That was no question. We knew we were going to do it.
Rhino Shield's a ceramic coating. It's not paint, it's better.
The Rhino Shield representative came, and we discussed what we wanted done. And this time, we had the roof done as well.
Now you can have the 25-year guaranteed protection of Rhino Shield for 10% off the regular price.
Even the people that have been a little younger than us have said they don't have to worry about getting just an everyday painter because Rhino Shield has the 25-year warranty. And we truly believe in this product.
Here's Rhino Shield's Shane Smith.
This offer is limited, so call me at 888-RHINO-41. That's 888-RHINO-41.
Don't paint.
Don't vinyl.
Go Rhino.
Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
Let's go. You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Grown-ups, don't go back to school. Go forward through school into your future as an IT professional. Whether you're starting out, switching careers, or a veteran ready for change, My Computer Career can help you get into IT in just a few short months with no prior experience. So take the free career evaluation now at mycomputercareer.edu. Your rewarding career in IT awaits. That's mycomputercareer.edu. An elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including the VA benefits.
Drexel Interiors, the place to go for upgrading your kitchen, bath, or flooring. Schedule your free design consultation at drexelin.com or visit their showrooms today. Go where the pros go.
Coming up in 2 minutes from the Technology Recycler Studios right after Fox News, a woman was missing, but you'll hear the good news about her, what the weather has to offer across the state heading into early next week, and why families are stressing out because of a temporary facility closure. You're listening to 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1 Indianapolis, and it's now 4 o'clock.
Astronaut James Lovell died 97 years old. I'm Chris Foster, Fox News. He was on Apollo 8, the first mission to circle the moon, and the commander of Apollo 13, a trip cut short by an oxygen tank explosion that turned into a 4-day team effort to get everybody home, watched around the world.
Apollo 13 proved to be Captain Jim Lovell's finest moment as an astronaut.
Odyssey Houston, we show you on the main.
Poised and collected, he led his crew back safely home to Earth on April 17th, 1970.
I had the crew on the water, and we were safe, and the swimmers came over and knocked on the window. Then I knew that we were home.
John Scott, Fox News.
The Justice Department has a grand jury in New York investigating State Attorney General Letitia James for depriving President Trump of his civil rights with her fraud case against him after his first term in office.
While the Justice Department investigation is in its early stages, federal prosecutors have subpoenaed James for documents. A spokesperson for the New York State Attorney General says any weaponization of the Justice Department should disturb every American, and the office stands strongly behind the successful litigation against the Trump Organization. At the White House, Jared Halpern, Fox News.
President Trump right now is with the leaders of Armenia and Azerbaijan at the White House as they commit to a peace deal ending a sometimes brutal conflict that started in the late 1980s.
He revealed on Truth Social that he got these two countries to the table through trade. He posted this, quote, "Many leaders have tried to end the war with no success until now, thanks to Trump. My administration has been engaged with both sides for quite some time. The United States will also sign bilateral agreements with both countries to pursue economic opportunities together so we can fully unlock the potential of the South Caucasus region."
Fox Jackie Heinrich at the White House. The Trump administration, meantime, wants $1 billion from UCLA to settle claims of civil rights violations against Jewish students and have federal research funding restored. America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Why it's important to give IMPD a call. Got a little bit of clouds up in the sky, 90 degrees in downtown Indy, low is 70 tonight. I'm Jake McDaniel. Here's what's trending at 4:02. Police have safely found Destiny Williams, and the silver alert for her has been canceled. Police are also looking for 2 suspects tied to the case, possibly one of which is a black man wearing all black clothing. Officers want anyone with security video or who was in the area between 3 and 4 in the morning to come forward. Rain is supposed to fall in Indiana early next week. Aaron Updike with the National Weather Service says if the rain gets heavy, you'll want to be on the lookout for flooding.
It's possible. Storm motion's not going to be very fast, so you could get a prolonged period of heavy rain, but that should be very isolated.
And temperatures will also be in the upper 80s or low 90s for at least the next 5 days. A facility on Indy's northwest side is set to temporarily close their doors next Friday because of financial struggles, including overstaffing. More than 300 families were served for over 40 years at the Fay Bicker Glick Neighborhood Center at Crooked Creek.
Because I don't have anybody to pick my kids up after school, and school closes at 2:20, 2:30, so I got to kind of finagle that.
Kelly Campbell has 2 children who went to the daycare. She tells Wish TV she relied on that center since she has not been able to pick her kids after school up. A reopening date has not been reported for the center, but the staff say they plan to implement new leadership once they open up again. We're less than a week away from seeing professional golfers drive the fairway at an Indiana golf course. Here's Jarrett Lewis.
The club at Chatham Hills in Westfield, the host of the Live Golf Individual Championship finale. Betsy Hinkie Garfield is part of the Hinkie Development Group who got Live Golf to make a stop in Indiana for the very first time. She spoke with Wish TV about their excitement.
It really is just a huge honor to represent golf in Indiana and to have an event that's both extremely competitive but also very approachable.
The 3-day event starts Friday, August 15th. Westfield is expecting 20,000 people at the tournament and a $35 million boost to the city. Jarrett Lewis, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
You've got traffic and weather coming in 1 minute. It's 4:04.
By now, you've heard about IndianaUnclaimed.gov. It's a way to claim your unclaimed property from the Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division. It's not a scam. It's not houses, boats, cars, or storage facilities. It isn't free money. So what exactly is it? It's your money. It belongs to you, and it's waiting for you to claim it. It's money from unclaimed wages or commissions, forgotten bank accounts, underlying shares, refunds, insurance proceeds, stock dividends, safe deposit box contents, overpayments, certificates of deposit, money orders, and more. The Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division safeguards those funds while trying to locate and return those funds to the owner or heir. It's your money, you deserve it, and the Attorney General's office wants to make sure you get it. The Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division has over $800 million just waiting to be claimed. Text Hammer and Nigel to 46220. That's Hammer and Nigel to 46220. Or visit indianaunclaimed.gov to claim yours today.
WIBC traffic at 4:05. What's going on, Matt Bear?
West side crash cleared southbound 465 at Rockville. Traffic left over. We are still stop and go back to west of 38th Street and a little bit beyond that. Westbound 70 stop and go traffic from rural into the north split, and then southbound 6570 is jammed from the north split to the south split and delayed 8 minutes. South side northbound 65 stop and go after Keystone Avenue into the south split, and on the northeast side the stall cleared eastbound 465 at Allisonville Road, but we're still jammed after Westfield Boulevard over to I-69. Inbound 69 stop and go traffic from 106th Street to 82nd. That's a 4-minute delay. And on the east side, northbound 465 slows after 72 Penn Pike. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors, the place to go for upgrading your kitchen, bath, or flooring. Schedule your free design consultation at DrexelIN.com. Visit DrexelIN.com for your free interior design or visit their showrooms today. Go where the pros go. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
Now your American Standard Cooling Weather Center forecast.
A few passing clouds this Friday night is about all we'll have in the forecast, and most of that will start fading as we move into the morning hours for Saturday. Low temperature around 71, the winds out of the southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. We'll start Saturday mostly sunny, but become partly sunny by the afternoon with a high temperature around 91 degrees and a little bit of extra humidity compared to the last couple of days. Winds out of the south at 5 to 10 miles per hour. It'll be mostly clear with another low temperature of 70 in the evening. I'm Wish TV Storm Track 8 meteorologist from Students for 93 WIBC.
I'm Jake McDaniel on the level on the go and on WIBC.com.
Hammer and Nigel.
Can you believe these characters are weirdos? So let's rock!
Oh, my goodness. A lot of big-time bizarre stories from the world of law. So, Allison, if we have time, are you allowed to just hit the button when I tell you to hit the button? Mr. Attorney General of Indiana, Todd Rokita, please do the honors of kicking off this edition of Legal Stuff.
Legal Stuff.
Crime, punishment, judges, legal stuff.
Legal Stuff.
Well. Tables have turned on New York Attorney General Letitia James. Attorney General Pam Bondi and the Department of Justice, they're ordering a grand jury to investigate Letitia James, the AG of New York, basically stating that when they went after Donald Trump, remember the whole argument was that he inflated his wealth to get some sort of tax break.
Yeah, better bank loans. Yeah.
Well, now there's chatter that the Department of Justice is thinking about going after the AG because, one, she campaigned on going after him.
She was going to run for governor, but she left that and said, you know what, I'm going to go do my job, and I'm going to go after Donald Trump.
And after further investigation, they feel that President Trump's rights and folks that are in his inner circle's rights were not taken into consideration. And when you deprive somebody of their rights, well, that goes against the Constitution, Nige. So now Pam Bondi and the Attorney General's office and the DOJ, they are turning the tables on good old-fashioned Letitia James. Here is Fox News reporter David Spunt.
New York Attorney General Letitia James and her office is under investigation by the DOJ here in Washington. Subpoenas were sent to James's office, and there is a grand jury investigation underway in the New York State Capitol of Albany. The specific investigation involves deprivation of rights, which in plain language means someone in a position of legal authority violating someone else's constitutional or legal rights. Those sources tell Fox News the DOJ is going after James because she took then former President Donald Trump to court, quote, simply because she didn't like him and campaigned on getting him. DOJ, led by Bondi, believes she violated his First Amendment rights dealing with free speech. James has said before she believed Trump inflated his net worth to get good deals on loans from lenders and other financial benefits. But remember, this is important. A grand jury simply decides if there's enough evidence to indict. To be clear, we are told this is very early in the process, and no one, as I speak to you right now, is facing any charges at this time.
Yeah, you got to remember, Letitia James, she said that Donald Trump was inflating his worth, and Mar-a-Lago is worth much more than what it was, so we can get better deals on bank loans. All the bank loans were paid back. No banks were had any complaints. And here's the other thing about this, and we're going to talk to Alex Marlow, Breitbart News editor-in-chief.
One of the best.
He is wrote a book about. He's written a book about the lawfare against Donald Trump over the past few years. Letitia James is in this book. She met with Biden administration officials before indicting Trump. Alvin Bragg met with Joe Biden before the Stormy Daniels stupid case, which should have never been brought forth because it was all predicated upon the Steele dossier.
You mean that was the case where the judge and like the prosecuting attorney were both big donors to Joe Biden?
That's exactly. There was Jack Smith with the documents case.
I'm sorry, who?
Jack Smith.
I'm sorry, who?
Jack Smith.
I'm sorry, who?
Am I saying it wrong?
Not as Donald Trump.
Deranged prosecutor Jack Smith.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, I got lost there for a second. And then Fonnie Willis. Fonnie Willis from Georgia with the election interference. Fannie Willis.
Big fat Fannie.
All these people met with the Biden administration before indicting Trump. And it is very suspicious, and if you're going to want to tune in at 5:30 today to learn about how the tables are being turned on some of these people. Deranged prosecutor Jack Smith now being looked at it.
Thank you.
As well as Letitia James. It is crazy, the lawfare that they perpetrated against the current president of the United States during the Biden administration.
Doing some legal stuff here, and speaking of the AG Pam Bondi, who wants to make $50 million?
Me.
Anybody raise your hand?
I'll take
$50
it.
million?
Sure.
Anybody? Okay. All you have to do is find the drug-pushing dictator of Venezuela and turn him over to Pam Bondi, and you could get $50 million. There's a $50 million reward for information leading to the arrest of Venezuelan President Maduro, accusing him of aiding the drug cartels and operating a corrupt regime. $50 million reward.
That's a big number.
Pam Bondi stated that Maduro uses foreign terrorist organizations like the cartels to bring deadly violence to our country, and said that his role is a narco trafficker and a threat to national security. So if you got some spare time and you got some airline miles to burn, head down to Venezuela, and if you can find Maduro...
Let me see how many points I have on my Southwest credit card.
Now, I'm wondering, do you have to physically take him to Pam Bondi? Is it like when Cousin Eddie brought Clark's boss with the bow tie on his head back to the house?
Or can you just stand there and point? There he is! I found him! As he's like crossing a street or something. There he is, $50 million.
We'll give you $10 for that. We think that's AI.
Good. I hope they get the guy.
Like, where's Dog the Bounty Hunter at? Like, it feels like this is a job designed for Dog the Bounty Hunter. All right, we've reached that point in the week where producer Allison puts together some of the best sounds from the Hammer and Nigel show.
No.
She takes audio from Monday up until Thursday's completion of our show. So 4 days worth of fun from the Hammer and Nigel show and comes up with a little montage. We call it the Weekend Review from producer Allison. Like every day, is there some city worker who has to go in there with a net to scoop out the dead cats that couldn't get out? Okay.
I need to probably buy a new round of boxers. I've been working on these for a few years now.
Well, what if Grandma doesn't have a face? Her face was taken off and it's melted, and all it is a big nub. You would think that the big green rubber crank would also set off the alarm.
Uncle Ned was a bastard.
Just a degenerate-ass Uncle Ned.
Lying, taking advantage of bastard.
Great moments in groin history.
I didn't know there was such a thing.
The way that diaper goes right up into the crack, it's fantastic. Tell Nubface to find some sort of state-issued identification.
Wands that detect dongs.
Fat bastards eat donuts.
I'm smelling like a rose that somebody sent me on my birthday deathbed. I am smelling like a rose that somebody gave me because I'm dead and bloated.
I don't ever want to hear any more negative feedback about Sing Along with Hammer.
Oh, wow.
Because Sing Along with Big Nige, that's what you're going to get right there.
That was fantastic, Allison. Kudos.
Matt Bear is going to join us in studio here in about 15 minutes or so, and we're going to dive into who he really is. Like, remember that movie Batman Begins? We're going to have the Traffic Man Begins here coming up about 4:35.
Wow, intriguing.
But right now, he's going to get you where you need to be.
West Side habit of the day. We look at northbound 465 before 10th, and the left lane is closed. Traffic is jammed up all the way back to Sam Jones Expressway. Delay time at 11 minutes. Southbound 465, some rubbernecking, some traffic left over from an earlier crash, which means we are backed up from West 10th Street all the way back to West 56th Street. Inbound 65, slow from 21st to Meridian Penn, and northbound 65 is a grind from Keystone Avenue to the south. Split a 7-minute delay because of construction. Inbound 69, stop and go traffic from 106th Street down to 82nd, a 5-minute delay. In eastbound 465, stop and go from Westfield Boulevard over to Allisonville Road. Traffic sponsored by Great Lakes Honda of Fishers. Honda of Fishers is now Great Lakes Honda of Fishers under new ownership. Just visit them off State Road 37 for special grand opening prices during their summer sales event, Great Lakes Honda of Fishers. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
On the YouTube chat, we've got Chris Knight. Allison is great at this in regards to
really
the
good.
weekend reviews montage.
It's literally all you guys.
Claudia, why am I laughing so hard at Big Nub? Libertarian Dragon, quote, big green rubber crank. Now, wasn't it Tony Katz this morning that was saying, I don't do lowbrow humor. In my heart, I know I'm funny. Like some sort of speech like that. We just had a montage that had big green rubber crank in it, Tony, so there you go. Speaking of the YouTube chat, right now, we are looking for just about 30 more people.
Oh, boy.
30 people, 30, to jump on the WIBC YouTube chat and give us a like. Give us a thumbs up. If you are ready to have the greatest weekend of your life, if you're ready to win the lottery, get lucky, and just live your best life, we need you to go to WIBC.com right now. I'm sorry, WIBC's YouTube channel. YouTube. Give us a like, give us a thumbs up, and more importantly, Nick from our digital department. He'll get off our backside. All our motivation is here, Nige, is to not be bothered by people. And the digital department, you've got to have 100 likes. If you don't have 100 likes, you're old and outdated and you're old fogies. Fine. We need 100 thumbs up. So if you've ever had a coworker that gets on your nerves, maybe you're working with them right now, give us a like.
I am.
Give us a thumbs up. Nigel knows exactly what you're talking about. Help us get to 100. Is this anything? Next.
Comcast Business High Five Hotline. What's the state of your excitement?
I signed my business up for the 5-year price lock guarantee, and I can't stop high-fiving people. High five!
Okay,
Oh,
deep
high
breath.
Five, high five.
You're in a good place. You signed your business up for 5 years of gig speed internet and advanced security, all on our ultra-reliable network.
Gig speeds and advanced security? I'm so stoked.
Yep, and you get it at a great rate that's locked in for 5 years.
Woo!
The High Five is just your body's way of saying, I'm winning.
So this is natural.
High-fiving everyone you see in a state of business savings enthusiasm? Totally natural.
Sweet. Thank you. Thank you. High five, everybody. High five.
The Comcast Business 5-year price lock guarantee is back, but only for a limited time, so sign your business up today.
High five.
Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Ends 9/21/25 for new customers with qualifying bundle. Current customers may be eligible depending on services and area. Guaranteed rate applies to monthly service charge, excluding taxes and fees. Other restrictions apply.
We all have people in our lives we interact with. Maybe it's your favorite barista, a neighbor who waves to you every morning, a coworker you grab lunch with, or maybe it's me, the hairstylist you've gone to for years. What if you learned I had a substance use disorder? Would it change how you see me? It's okay to see the addiction, but when you choose to see the person, not just their disease, it can help change someone's life. Learn more at cbeyondtheaddiction.org.
Comprehensive cancer care is not just about treating cancer. It's caring for the person behind the diagnosis. It's our team by your side to listen, connect, and encourage, and to celebrate every milestone together. Because at Franciscan Health, your journey is our journey. Your victory is our victory. Your hope and trust in us to provide extraordinary cancer care with the latest advancements, plus a little extra TLC, is our mission. Learn more at franciscanhealth.org/cancercare.
Indianapolis was built for speed, electricity, and non-stop action. So was Live Golf. So where better to crown a new individual champion? Leading the pack, Rahm, DeChambeau, and Neiman. But only one can be the victor. So be at Chatham Hills August 15th to 17th as Live Golf gets even louder. With a doubleheader concert from Riley Green and Jason Derulo. Tickets are already flying out of the gate. Hurry and grab yours now at livegolf.com.
You hear that? That's Mike sleeping soundly on a Sunday night. That's because Mike was smart this time. He took ZQL Ultra to fall asleep fast, stay asleep longer, and get the deeply restorative sleep he needs. So now he wakes up refreshed and ready to conquer Mondays.
Let's do this Monday.
ZQL Ultra. Not for colds, just for sleep. Really great sleep. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
You ready to build your custom dream home? Check out Joyner Homes based out of Greenfield. See one of their model homes in person anytime. It is a great way for you to experience the customization and quality of a Joyner Homes custom built home. Plus, you can meet with a new home specialist to learn about their building process. Available lots if you don't already have one. Find out about floor plans and where they build. Model homes are open 7 days a week from noon to 5 and walk-ins are welcome. Find out more at joynerhomes.com.
Luxury awaits you at Tom Roush Lincoln and Fishers. Come see the full line of breathtaking Lincoln vehicles at Indiana's premier Lincoln dealership. From the moment you arrive at Tom Roush Lincoln, you'll know you've arrived. Shop over 200 new Lincolns in our state-of-the-art family-owned and operated dealership with no pressure. Just the award-winning service and respect you deserve, plus complimentary pickup and delivery for service. Luxury awaits you at Tom Roush Lincoln and Fishers.
Inside Indiana Business Radio, the news you need to get ahead. Indiana's business news leader, weekdays at 6:32 a.m. and 5:56 p.m. on WIBC.
Hammer and Nigel presents
It depends upon what the meaning of the word is.
Is this anything?
All right, let's rock and roll.
We're brought to you by Indiana Unclaimed, presented by the Attorney General's office here in Indiana. Reuniting Hoosiers with over $1 million in unclaimed property every single week. It's fast, it's easy, and it's free. See if you have any money floating around out there at indianaunclaimed.gov.
And if you have a parent or grandparent that's passed away, check for them too.
Oh, yeah.
Because my grandmother, who's no longer with us, she's got quite a bit of money in there. And if you are next of kin, that might go to you. So check that out as well, indianaunclaimed.gov. Nige, is this anything? One day after claiming a winning Powerball ticket of $167.3 million, wow. James Farthing a career criminal and ex-con, was at a Florida resort bar bragging about his money, and he ended up getting in a fight with a guy who called him a liar. Here he is getting tased and taken down by the police.
Put your hands behind your back right now, against the wall. I have one on the ground there. He kicked me in the face. He's going. All right, you okay? Sir, I'm sorry, man. Save your sorries for later.
Stuff your sorries in a sack, mister.
Save your sorries for later.
Do you catch the end? Play the very end where he tased him. See if you catch the reference there.
Save your sorries for later.
You can stuff your sorries in a sack, mister.
Was that Costanza? Was that George Costanza?
Yeah. Yeah, this is something, a guy in a bar bragging about, I won $160 million in the lottery. You're going to get called out. No, you didn't.
And if you did, if you're that type of dude, you're going to be broke in a few years anyway, because you're a moron.
Could you imagine? I mean, that stuff happens. You win that amount of money, people go broke because they don't know what to do. They don't know how to act. They buy ridiculous things.
Right.
Like when I say ridiculous things, like gigantic pieces of property, $1 million mansions.
Bad investments.
I'm sure there's documentaries on Netflix about how people have lost their lottery winnings.
Isn't that frustrating?
It is, because I think I would understand what to do. I would want to be anonymous, first of all. Right. Like, I think there's different laws in different states where you have to disclose if you won the money or if you can remain anonymous. So, I'm remaining anonymous.
When I worked at the casino in Shelbyville as the marketing guy, if you won a big jackpot, we always like to give you a big check and take a picture and put it out for our marketing stuff. But if you chose not to and you don't sign the waiver, we put lucky but shy. And we just have like a silhouette of an individual up there with the amount that they won.
Did that piss you off, though? Did that annoy you?
Yeah, a little bit. Because, man, we're giving you this kind of money. All we're asking for is a little publicity. But one guy that won it, he had baby mama drama. And he didn't want his baby mama to know that he had won a big slot machine jackpot.
Well, that's...
That's the kind of crap that we dealt with.
So we got tased, though. I'm sorry. Stuff your sorries in a sack, mister.
You kick a law officer in the face, you're going to get tased. I don't think that's a hot take. Which brings us to great moments in getting tased history.
Yes!
I think the gold standard here is the college kid at Florida.
What did I do? Get off me! You know what? Get off me! Get the f*** off me, man! I didn't do anything! Don't tase me, bro! Don't tase me! I didn't do anything! Ow! 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 Ow!
Narrator.
He tased him. I think it was some Al Gore thing or something like that.
Great moments of getting tased history in the movie The Hangover, when Alan is fulfilling his community service and he allows a kid to tase him in the face.
You're only 50,000 volts, little man. Don't be afraid to ride the light.
In the face! In the face!
Great moments in getting tased history. Is this anything? A woman in Los Angeles spotted a 20-foot python hanging out on top of a dumpster. 20-foot python.
Good Lord.
Here's Teresa talking about the encounter.
You know, I was just driving in and I saw something that looked like a snake, and at first I thought it was maybe like a stuffed animal, but I'm like, who would leave such a huge stuffed animal? And then as I got closer, it looked too realistic, so I thought it was maybe taxidermy, and then it moved. I was like, am I in Florida? The first thing I called was animal control, but they didn't pick up, so then I called the police. And they were just like, I'm sorry, we can't help you. These are not, you know, the usual things we provide support with.
So they called the reptile. Okay, I'm looking at this now. I don't blame. I don't know if it's the police's job to go get a 20-foot python out of a dumpster. That sounds pretty dangerous.
I mean, we had a Florida story yesterday of an officer grabbing an alligator out of a pool.
True. But they called a guy called the reptile hunter in Riverside, California, and he's got the Python. Good news. The Python is okay.
Oh, good.
This is something, yes, for sure.
20
I don't
foot,
know,
man.
Yeah, but
Think
I don't
about
know
how
if I'm
big
a
that is.
Police officer, that's not in my job description. I mean, I'll tase a guy that's, getting out of hand at a bar, bragging about winning $160 million in the lotto.
Well, yeah, because he kicked the officer in the face.
Of course. But I don't know if I want to mess around with a 20-foot python.
Can you shoot it? Like, can you shoot the python? Like, I would feel more comfortable shooting the python than I would trying to wrestle it or do anything like jungle with it.
You're using jungle as you're going to jungle with
I don't want to jungle with a 20-foot python. I feel like he's got the advantage. But if I've got my Glock on me, I feel like advantage me.
You're like Indiana Jones.
Right.
Right, when the guy's like flipping around the sword and everything. And,
right.
And Harrison Ford just pulls out his gun and shoots him.
That would be me with the python. It's the Hammer and Nigel show.
Two of the best summertime traditions are back. The Indiana State Fair and the Indiana Farmers Dairy Bar since 1941. This year featuring the key lime pie milkshake and the smoked Gouda Q grilled cheese with Gouda cheddar barbecue sauce on Texas toast. The Indiana Farmers Dairy Bar since 1941. Open 9 to 9 at the Indiana State Fair, across from the Coliseum. Brought to you by American Dairy Association Indiana, your Hoosier Dairy Farm families. Find out more at winnersdrinkmilk.com.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Another legend lost. You've got partly cloudy skies and 90 degrees in downtown Indy. I'm Jake McDaniel. Here's what's trending at 4:31. The commander of NASA's Apollo 13 mission, Jim Lovell, has died Thursday in Lake Forest, Illinois. Lovell was a real-life hero who helped return the Apollo 13 mission to Earth after the spacecraft's oxygen tank exploded. Lovell was 97. After a warmer and more humid weekend in Indiana, rain is supposed to move in. John Herrick reports.
Aaron Updike is a meteorologist with the National Weather Service in Indianapolis. He said at the start of this week, it appeared that rain would move into Indiana starting Sunday.
But now that's trending more towards late Monday through Tuesday. Looks like Monday would be more of the isolated to scattered variety, and then as we get towards Tuesday, those chances increase.
And as they increase, you'll want to watch out for flooding, especially if you live in or near a low-lying area. John Herrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
President Trump has stepped in to host a peace summit between Armenia and Azerbaijan, which are two countries that have been in conflict for decades with thousands of lives lost.
He also wants the Nobel Peace Prize, and agreement between Armenia and Azerbaijan will be another feather in his cap toward that goal. He revealed on Truth Social that he got these two countries to the table through trade. He posted this, quote, "Many leaders have tried to end the war with no success until now, thanks to Trump. My administration has been engaged with both sides for quite some time. The United States will also sign bilateral agreements with both countries to pursue economic opportunities together so we can fully unlock the potential of the South Caucasus region."
Fox's Jackie Heinrich reporting, as part of a new peace deal, Armenia has agreed to something significant. It's handing over some of its land. This territory will now be partly owned by the U.S. and will serve as a new trade route connecting Turkey and Azerbaijan. A New Haven field house in Allen County will have about 65,000 square feet of indoor turf when it's all done. You're hearing leaders in New Haven breaking ground on that field house today. It's a $31 million facility, and then once that's complete, it will have 5 basketball courts, which can be converted into volleyball courts, among other things. Now for your WIBC Closing Bell report. At the closing bell, the Dow went up by 206 points to 44,175. The S&P 500 gained 49 points to 63.89. The NASDAQ rose 207 points to 21,450. You've got traffic and weather coming in 1 minute. It's now 4:33.
Why do so many foundation, basement, and crawl space companies ask for half your money up front? Could it be because that's easier to get than earning all your trust? At the Michaelis Corporation, they believe trust is earned, not demanded. That's why they do things differently. They start with a free inspection, no strings attached, to give you an honest assessment of what your home needs. No pressure, no surprises. When it's time for the work, they don't ask for a deposit or any upfront payment. Not a single dollar until the job is complete and you're 100% satisfied. That's how they've been earning trust for over 39 years. Whether it's sagging floors, moisture control, concrete repair, or a full crawl space encapsulation, you can count on Michaelis for repairs that last. Don't trust just anyone with your home. Choose the company that puts your trust first. Text or call 844-FIXED-INDY today. That's 844-FIXED-INDY. The Michaelis Corporation, building trust beneath your feet.
With traffic now, here's Matt Baer.
All right, Jake, on the west side, crash northbound 465 at West 10th. It's been pushed to the left shoulder, but now we have a stall on northbound 465 after Rockville Road. It's blocking a center lane and jamming traffic past Sam Jones to I-70. After all of that, you are still going to be slow up to Crawfordsville Road. Southbound lane, some rubbernecking and earlier crash that is cleared. We are stop and go on the west side from I-65 past Crawfordsville Road. Inbound 65 stop and go traffic from MLK to Meridian Penn. Eastbound at 70, slow from Belmont to Meridian, Illinois, delayed 3 minutes. Southbound 65-70, jammed up from the north split to the south split because of construction. Northeast side inbound 69, stop and go 106 to 82nd, and eastbound 465 slows from Keystone Avenue over to Allisonville Road. Traffic sponsored by Great Lakes Honda of Fishers. Honda of Fishers is now Great Lakes Honda of Fishers under new ownership. Visit them just off State Road 37 for special grand opening prices during their summer sales event. Great Lakes Honda of Fishers. I'm Matt Baer. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
Thank you, Matt. And now the forecast from the American Standard Cooling Weather Center.
A few passing clouds this Friday night is about all we'll have in the forecast, and most of that will start fading as we move into the morning hours for Saturday. Low temperature around 71, winds out of the southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. We'll start Saturday mostly sunny, but become partly sunny by the afternoon with a high temperature around 91 degrees and a little bit of extra humidity compared to the last couple of days. I'm Wish TV Storm Track 8 meteorologist from our studios for 93 WIBC.
I'm Jake McDaniel on the level on the go and on WIBC.com.
At Quality Supply and Tool, now through September 26th, or while supplies last, there's a huge DeWalt sale going on. Save big on 20-volt max kits, bare tools, and batteries. Pros will love the rod and cable cutting plus crimping kits, while Dad will love the new 20-volt cordless DeWalt drill, Bluetooth speaker, job site fan, and hand vac. The sale's at all four Quality Supply and Tool locations in Bloomington, West Lafayette, Indianapolis, and Jeffersonville. Whether you're a pro during the week or want to work like one on weekends, Quality Supply and Tool thinks outside the box. Store.
Community Health Network cares for your heart health. From heart scans and vascular screenings to complex heart procedures, you can count on our expert team for the highest quality cardiovascular care, when and where you need it. Your path to a healthy heart starts with knowing your risk. Schedule a heart scan or vascular screening today. Visit ecommunity.com/heart. Community Health Network. Exceptional care. Simply delivered.
An official message from Medicare.
I'm saving money on my Medicare prescriptions. Maybe you can save too. With Medicare's Extra Help program, my premium is zero and my out-of-pocket costs are low. Who should apply? Single people making less than $24,000 a year or married couples who make less than $32,000. Even if you don't think you qualify, it pays to find out.
Go to ssa.gov/extrahelp. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
You're listening to the Hammer and Nigel Show.
My name is Nigel. Jason Hammer right over there with a very special guest in studio.
The captain of Team USA's vaping team heading to the Olympics in 2028. It's Matt Baer. Matt, how are you?
I just want to thank all my teammates for electing me captain, and I'm now wearing my captain badge proudly, as you would an NFL football player. You know?
Do you have vapes laying around like I do readers at my house?
Oh yeah.
I find vision, but I can't read my iPhone. I can't read stuff up close, so I have readers in the bathroom. I have readers next to my couch. I have readers next to my bed.
His readers on his Peter.
Yeah.
Knock it off.
Readers on the Peter.
Do you have vapes everywhere, just randomly, like in a drawer? Or,
it's on my mixture every room in the house.
So similar to the reader.
Yeah, every room in the house, in the apartment in this case, does have a vape in it. I keep one in the bathroom. For extended duties.
So I keep readers in the bathroom.
Well, of course you do.
We're kindred spirits here.
Yeah, you can't go without the readers. I can't go without the vape.
I understand.
That's kind of how this works.
Understand.
And, I keep one in my bedroom, and it's prolific with vaping in my apartment.
Car.
It's a big day. Yeah. Car. Gotta have one in the glove.
It's the vape mobile, Nige. What are you talking about?
The Sauce Mobile.
By the way, if you're watching on the YouTube chat, the YouTube stream, we have a dedicated camera on Matt Baer. Because, Matt, you look like $1 million, my friend. What are you doing to stay in shape? Like, when you go to the gym, take me through the rundown. What do you do?
What I do is each day I do a different set of weights for my body. I will do arms or whatever. Anything anybody can do. And I will do cardio 4 times a week. And I just eat right.
Isn't cardio the worst?
I hate it. Oh, I hate cardio. It's the devil.
Sucks.
Like, I go to the gym and I do a little bit of cardio. I dread it. I hate it.
It'll put me in a bad mood, man. It is. It's the Satan. It's the great Satan.
Do you listen to anything while you're working out? What do you listen to?
I listen to music. I listen to old radio clips. I love old classic raunchy radio clips. I like listening to that. And sometimes I and this is a true story, I'll pop on, eat, drink, smoke. I really will.
Listen back to your own podcast.
Yeah, I listen to Tony's podcast. I listen to mine, and it's
eat, drink, smoke.
Yeah.
Notice he said everything but Hammer and Nigel.
Well,
Thanks, Matt.
I would listen to Degenerates, but Degenerates makes me want to gamble, and I have connections to that. I with some serious heavy drinking. So I didn't mean.
I'll listen to Tony Katz. I'll listen to my stuff. Even though I'm here on your show every Friday, you guys can both go to hell. Thanks, Matt.
I love what you guys do. You know that. I was just Nigel asked us answering a question. Now I feel bad.
I know. I'm well aware.
Now I feel bad.
How's the love life? Any Mrs. Bears in the future?
The love life has taken a stall here at the moment. It's
plenty of time, man.
It's tough in the state of Indiana because there are certain things we can't watch. It's illegal, but
good Lord,
it's
know
tough.
What that means?
You haven't been hanging out at the lieutenant governor's office, allegedly, have you?
Should I head over there?
No.
Okay, no.
No.
All right. The thing is, it's the same thing. It's being in your 40s and being not a drinker. I mean, not being a drinker kind of cuts off your right arm with dating, especially in the middle ages.
It's so ingrained in the culture, isn't it?
It is so much. And maybe I'm making excuses for my poor game. The fact that I just have really bad game. But
it's so easy now. And I say this all the time because I've given this speech to my kids before. It's so easy for you guys to pick up chicks because you can slide into a DM. It could be late at night and you could send a text message. Back in the day, we had to either call on the telephone or you had to sneak out of your house and meet somebody somewhere and actually talk to them with game.
Yeah, and that's I see what you're saying, but to me, it's a lot harder just because with online dating. I mean, unless there are certain apps for dudes, like I guess Bumble, that's like where women select dudes, and I should.
But you should totally have the advantage. You're a buff, in shape dude with a cool job.
But man, I never.
I agree with Hammer on that one.
Well, I never felt good about how they call it sliding into somebody's DMs. I just feel creepy as hell doing that, and I don't know why. Because other
you
got
to get over that feeling,
it's,
Matt.
It's perfectly acceptable, but I don't use dating sites or social media. Now, I could walk up to somebody at a grocery store, woman, and talk to her there. That I can do, but I can't do the online thing.
That's how my Uncle Tom met his first wife. My dad's brother, my Uncle Tom, walked up to a chick, and this was in the 80s, in a grocery store. my Aunt Tracy, and they ended up having several kids together.
The exact line was, "Do you like this cucumber?"
So when I drove off with that woman's shopping cart the other day, I probably shouldn't have done that. That's not a good pickup line. No, that's a beautiful story, man. A grocery store romance.
It's a real story. Yeah,
it's awesome.
But again, I bet your uncle had game. You had to physically
Uncle Tom
talk
has
to
game.
somebody.
Yeah.
It wasn't just through a text or
had
through
game.
some sort of app or something like that.
I hate messaging women. I hate text messaging women. I really do because I have
because
to
you don't even know if they're a woman or not. You don't know who. No, I'm serious. You don't even know who you're text messaging anymore.
Well, when you're responding, you can just make an ass out of yourself. It's all good. But when you have a second chance when you're typing something out, you want to revise it and keep revising it. Am I saying the right thing? There's some second guessing going on there, and I think that makes it tough.
And I think like the meetings that you go to, is that off limits? You know what I mean?
No.
Well,
you're talking about recovery meetings.
Yeah.
I mean, it feels like it should be allowed because you guys have something in common.
We do, but as somebody with I'm treading lightly here, with a little bit of sober time, day at a time, thank God. You want to be respectful for the people who are just getting sober.
Sure.
You don't, for example.
That's not why you're there
It's
at the
not
meetings.
why you're there.
It's
It really is.
to hook up.
Now, when I was like 3 months sober after several relapses, I was like, pick me up. I was like,
I am fixed. I am good.
Yeah, I look like a mess. I swear I'm not, or whatever. But no, you got to respect the time, man. I mean, if there's a woman that I'm interested in, she only has like a couple of days sober. I'm like, no, you got to do you, because if you do get together, it's not going to work. It's not going to work.
I think you have more leverage than you think because you are a work in progress. You are a fixer-upper. And the one thing I've learned about women, they want to control you, Matt.
That's, hey, fix me up, control me. No, I don't think I want that, though. I mean, I want like an equal partnership, a partner in crime, that kind of thing, that marriage. I want the perfect thing, man, and it may not exist, but you want the love and you want the partnership, and you want to come home on a day, you vent your problems and then go do whatever.
Did you talk about you talk about relapse on supporting sobriety?
Yeah, we did. It was really... it was an intense episode that Ryan and I put together. That's supporting sobriety on the podcast. I'm a recovering alcoholic. He's a recovering addict. Actually, I'm both. Because when I start talking about relapse, I mean, there's still...
What is relapse? You go 5 years without drinking, and then you drink a bottle of vodka, and that's a relapse.
Relapse is any time you enter recovery. Like, officially say, I'm done, and I'm going to do the work now. Start the recovery process. The opposite of drinking or being an alcoholic is technically recovery. And... as you get into it, it was an intense episode because so many resources were poured into me when I was relapsing as far as people go and emotions and everything else. And it just kind of got us thinking a little bit about this last time that I actually was taken to rehab. It was something. It was a 12-step call, and that's when a group of people you really trust, family, friends, people in recovery, show up at your door. And, you're all drunk in the morning, and, because you don't stop drinking ever. And you open the door, and all these people are here, and they come in, and they say, and my sister starts packing a bag and getting ready to take me to rehab again and all this. And I went. And I think of my sponsor and how he had to set that up, and my dad calling me earlier in that morning being like, do whatever they say. And I'm like, I'm drunk as a monkey at this time. And,
right.
Look at all those resources that had to go into me.
Yeah.
To get me sober again.
Right.
To convince me that now is the time. If I relapse, there's going to be a lot of people coming after me in a good way.
Mm-hmm.
Not like, hey, motherfucker, get sober or anything like that. They're going to be like,
well, what a blessing.
Yeah. It's
I mean, if that happens, if that ever happens again, what a blessing.
It is. And the episode is about the positives and negatives of relapse, because you can get out of relapse, enter recovery again, and then get back on the work and have all this lessons learned of how to do your recovery and your chosen recovery program, whatever it might be. But there are also those heavy negatives too. I mean, when you relapse, you want to get back on the boat, so to speak, but people are going to have to pour into you. So this is just another motivator for anybody else who may be a recovering alcoholic or addict to stay sober, because those caregivers have lives too,
And again, I say this a lot, but there's always somebody listening for the very first time, Matt. This podcast you do, Supporting Sobriety, you and Ryan Hedrick talk about your recovery, but that's not who this show is for. This show is designed for the people that have to deal and handle with those going through those issues.
Absolutely. It's the caregiver of the recovering alcoholic and addict, or maybe the one in use. It could be either. This is our living amends. This is how we say, hey, we're trying to do better. And Ryan is fantastic to work with. He's an inspiration as far as recovery goes. And I'm just blessed to be able to do it all. Blessed to be here.
Where can we find it, Matt?
Sit here with you guys. It's Supporting Sobriety, any podcast provider you can find it on. You can also find us on X and Instagram at sobriety_pod.
And if you are a woman that wants to fix Matt Bear and control him in every way, from his personal life to the bedroom, go to the YouTube chat, chime in, and Matt will see it. Matt, all jokes aside, we're so proud of you. You are awesome. Thank you.
God bless you guys. Thank you for having me.
It's the Hammer and Nigel Show.
Do you have an idea for a book, fiction, nonfiction, or a children's book? We can help you put it together and bring it to market at Dorrance Publishing. We have thousands of testimonials from people just like you that we've helped get their books sold in stores and online. We've even got a service called The Writer's Coach. It's perfect for people that have a book idea in their head and they just need someone to help them put it on paper. Dorrance Book Publishing has been helping people just like you who have a book idea, written or not, for over 100 years. Imagine being counted among the most famous authors in the world with your very own book. Call right now and let us help you turn a book idea into reality. It's easier than you think. You just need a little help. Call us now.
800-879-4098. 800-879-4098. 800-879-4098. That's 800-879-4098.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation, an irregular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduced stroke risk better than warfarin, and over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. Stroke risk may increase. Eliquis can cause serious and potentially fatal bleeding. Don't take if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or bleed longer. A spinal injection increases blood clot risk, which may cause paralysis. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding or bruising, or back pain, tingling, numbness, muscle weakness, or incontinence. Aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
It's the first day of the first grade, and she found a new best friend. It's a laid-back Sunday afternoon you wish would never end.
The homemade taste of Bluebell and good friends gathered round. The good old days are being made right now.
Open the lid on a carton of Bluebell Homemade in the Shade, and you'll have it made, so to speak. It's a combination of our top-selling homemade vanilla ice cream with a swirl of rich chocolate fudge sauce. Enjoy an instant classic.
The good old days are being made right now.
The good old days are being made right now.
Look for Bluebell Ice Cream at your local grocer and pick up your favorite flavor today. Drexel Interiors, the place to go for upgrading your kitchen, bath, or flooring. Schedule your free design consultation at drexelin.com or visit their showrooms today. Go where the pros go.
Busy day? No problem. The WIBC Mashup podcast catches you up with standout moments from your favorite shows. Fresh episodes every weekday. One click, all the good stuff. Get your daily fix. Search WIBC Mashup wherever you get your podcasts.
All right, Matt Bear, what's going on, buddy?
All right, Hammer, looking at the west side crash on northbound 465 at West 10th Street. And right now, the left lane is blocked, and it's going to be slowed back to Rockville Road. The crash has moved over to the shoulder, in fact. Also, we have a stall northbound 465 after Washington, also pushed to the shoulder. Southbound 65 at 70, stop traffic from the north split to the south split, a 14-minute delay. Looking at inbound 69, that's stop and go. from 106th Street down to 82nd. Eastbound 70, a 4-minute delay from Belmont into Meridian, Illinois. Traffic sponsored by Great Lakes Honda of Fishers. Honda of Fishers is now Great Lakes Honda of Fishers under new ownership. Visit them just off State Road 37 for special grand opening prices during their summer sales event, Great Lakes Honda of Fishers. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
Right now, we've got partly cloudy skies. It's 87 at the American Standard Cooling Weather Center. We've got an all-star 5 o'clock hour ahead of us, Nigel.
John Felder, the Eagles' former guitarist.
The Eagles!
Yeah, Eagles! Wrote Hotel California is calling in. He is going to be here August 15th at the Ruoff Music Center. With the guys from Styx and REO Speedwagon. Well, it's Kevin Cronin,
right?
REO Speedwagon. I'm kind of nervous.
He's rock royalty, man.
Like Don Felder, the guy that wrote Hotel California, the #1 smash hit that everybody knows from the Eagles.
Right.
Holy God Almighty! He's calling in like 5:20?
Yeah, 5:20-ish.
And then at 5:30, we've got a guy that survived the tsunami in Hawaii. One of our guys, Breitbart editor-in-chief Alex Marlowe's got a new book that really exposes some of the illegal lawfare that was going on perpetrated against Donald Trump.
Which is incredibly topical because earlier today we find out that Pam Bondi and the DOJ, they're going after Letitia James in New York.
And she's a big part of this book.
So that's all coming up in the 5 o'clock hour, and Beer Sample Friday kickstarts the weekend. Come on back.
WindowNation.com for one of the best deals of the year from a window company that you can trust. Window Nation. I'm a Window Nation customer, by the way. They came in my house, had the whole front side of my house, all the windows switched in and out within a day, left my house cleaner than before the install. This month, get 50% off all window styles, 0 down, 0 payments, pay 0 interest for 2 years. No money up front, baby.
Half off. 50% off all window styles. 0 down, 0 payments, 0 interest for 2 full years. The best windows on the market, and they're half off right now. All you need to do is call and lock the deal in. This sale isn't going to last forever. 866-90-NATION. Speak to a representative. Take advantage of that free estimate. 866-90-NATION, or go to windownation.com. Tell them Hammer and Nigel sent you.
Change is always happening. It's part of life. And when it comes to music, change is all around us. Songs are rewritten. Classics are remixed. Bands and artists come and go. Even our taste in music changes. Here at Xfinity, we know there's still good in keeping some things the same. That's why we want to do our part with a 5-year price guarantee on our internet. It means no matter what changes, you get 5 years of the most reliable Wi-Fi with our best equipment included for a price that stays exactly the same. Surprised? Life is full of them. One internet price, 5 years, guaranteed. Learn more at xfinity.com/deals. Restrictions apply. New residential customers only. Taxes and fees extra and subject to change. Most reliable Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards USA. Fixed Broadband Experience Report, August 2024.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Hi, it's T. Brian Hayes here from the Retirement Money Matter Show. You know, many people say life comes down to just a few moments. Now, I'm not so sure about that, but I do know your retirement plan comes down to the proper knowledge and understanding of some very important key dates and ages. So join me this weekend as we discuss all these key dates and ages and the importance behind them so you don't miss out on opportunities or get hit with penalties. The Retirement Money Matters Show airs this Saturday morning at 6 a.m. right here on WIBC.
The Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division has over $800 million just waiting to be claimed. Text Tamara and Nigel to 46220 or visit indianaunclaimed.gov to claim yours today.
Don't miss the biggest Lazy Boy, Flex Deal, and Mattress blowout sale of the year at Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus. Hey, this is Spencer Thompson, and now through Monday, save 50% off all Lazy Boy and Flex Deal. Save up to $800 off premium mattresses, plus interest-free financing, free delivery, and cash discounts. Hurry, sale ends Monday only at Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus.
The news everyone's talking about. You'll find it at WIBC.com. The latest from City Hall, the White House, or the State House. Updated all day. Don't miss what matters. Stay in the know while you're on the go at WIBC and WIBC.com.
Coming up in 2 minutes from the Technology Recycler Studios, Indiana state agencies are in the midst of the major belt-tightening efforts, and you'll hear why. How the weather will be in Indiana in the coming days, and why safety and housing are on people's minds in South Bend. Those stories coming up right after Fox News. You're listening to 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1 Indianapolis. It is now 5 o'clock.
Trump and Putin face-to-face. I'm Chris Foster, Fox News. President Trump confirms plans to meet with the Russian president, he says, very soon about how to end the war with Ukraine. Sources tell Fox there are tentative plans for a summit late next week.
We'll start off with Russia, and we'll announce a location. I think the location will be a very popular one for a lot of reasons, but we'll be announcing that a little bit later. I just don't want to do it now because of the importance of what we just did.
The president hosting a White House peace summit with the leaders of Armenia and Azerbaijan.
We've finally succeeded in making peace, and we just left the Oval Office where we signed voluminous documents and very important elements to the agreement,
including a regional transit corridor between the two countries to be named the Trump Route for International Peace and Prosperity. The sixth person to be head of the International Revenue Service this year, Billy Long, is being replaced by President Trump 2 months into the job and being made ambassador to Iceland. No reasons given. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent's now acting IRS commissioner. 1 p.m. in Texas was the deadline given for dozens of State House Democrats who fled to return. They didn't, so no votes again today.
Texas State House Speaker Dan Burrows noted the ongoing absence of the Democratic lawmakers who fled to avoid voting on a Republican plan to redraw the congressional map.
Each one of you knows that eventually you will come back, and we will pass the priorities of the special session on the call. But with each passing day, the political cost of your absence is rising, and it will be paid in full.
There are civil arrest warrants in effect. Burrows says they've asked a court in Illinois to enforce them. The FBI is assisting, and the governor's asked the state Supreme Court to expel the chair of the House Democratic Caucus. Burrows says the absent lawmakers now have to pick up their paychecks in person, and that 30% of each member's monthly operating budget will be held back as part of a fine. Jessica Rosenthal, Fox News.
Astronaut James Lovell died, 97 years old. America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Closely monitoring budgets. Fair skies and 90 degrees on Monument Circle. I'm Jake McDaniel. Here's what's trending at 5:02. In order to stay on target, the state has been closely monitoring those. Johnette Cruz reports.
Indiana state agencies are taking a closer look at their spending after facing a budget crunch. Following a tough budget cycle, most state agencies were hit with an effective 10% spending cut. The Indiana Department of Administration expects to save more than $2 million by cutting consulting and software contracts. Meanwhile, the Indiana State Department of Agriculture is saving more money by eliminating 6 vacant positions and limiting employee travel. More changes are expected as the state continues to navigate these budget challenges. Johnette Cruz, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
Rain could fall into early next week in Indiana.
It's possible. Storm motion's not going to be very fast, so you could get a prolonged period of heavy rain, but that should be very isolated.
Aaron Updike with the National Weather Service says you might get heavy rain Tuesday. Temperatures will be in the upper 80s to low lower 90s as well. People who live on South Bend's west side say the closure of a Kroger grocery store in the area is just one of several challenges being thrown at them lately. Here's John Herrick.
That Kroger location closed in July, which means anyone who was used to shopping there now has to go across the street to Martin's, which is the closest grocery store. Co-founder of the Black Lives Matter chapter in South Bend, Jordan Geiger, said at a meeting Thursday with his fellow neighbors that there is a problem with that.
Groceries are more expensive at Martin's than they are at Kroger. And also with the loss of foot traffic in this particular plaza, it's impacting the other businesses.
He says community members and stakeholders need to figure out a way to fix that problem. Another meeting on the Kroger closure will happen August 19th. John Herrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
And the club at Chatham Hills in Westfield is just less than a week away. Betsy Hankey Garfield is part of the Hankey Development Group, who got that to make a stop in Indiana for the first time. She spoke with Wish TV about how ready and excited they are to put on this event.
It really is just a huge honor to represent golf in Indiana and to have an event that's both extremely competitive but also very approachable.
The 3-day tournament starts Friday, August 15th, and Westfield is expecting thousands of people at the tournament and a $35 million boost to the city. You're 1 minute away from traffic and weather. It's 5:04.
Mike loves summer in Indy, but he hates to paint. So he called Rhino Shield.
Our home is basically a contemporary, and we just started noticing that the paint was just fading and just looked like garbage. We had received a postcard from Rhino Shield, and we decided to take a look at it.
Rhino Shield's formulated for our specific climate here in Indiana.
The process with Rhino Shield and their crew, they were just very conscientious. We had problems in the past with painters. They leave debris and everything. Well, we didn't have that with Rhino Shield.
Way better than paint, backed by a 25-year warranty. And right now, get the guaranteed protection of Rhino Shield for 10% off the regular price.
The thing about Rhino Shield, the heat gain has been reduced, and we save $70 a month. You don't hear that about any type of paint.
Here's Rhino Shield's Shane Smith.
This offer is limited, so call me at 888-RHINO-41. That's 888-RHINO-41.
Don't paint.
Don't vinyl.
Go Rhino.
Paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
You've got WIBC traffic at 5:05. Here's Matt Bear.
West side, southbound 465, stop and go traffic from I-65 down to Crawfordsville Road. And then northbound 465 in the 865 interchange. That is a stall blocking the left lane, causing slow traffic to 86th Street. Eastbound 465, stop and go. Westfield Boulevard to Outlansville Road. Inbound 69, delayed 7 minutes from 106 to 82nd. Inbound 65, an 8-minute delay from MLK to Meridian Penn. And southbound 65, 70 delayed 6 minutes from the north split to the south split because of construction. Eastbound 70 slow from Belmont to the south split, and northbound 65 stop and go traffic Keystone Avenue to the south split for a 7-minute delay. Traffic sponsored by Great Lakes Honda of Fishers. Honda of Fishers is now Great Lakes Honda of Fishers under new ownership. Visit them just off State Road 37 for special grand opening prices during their summer sales event. Great Lakes Honda of Fishers. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
Here's the forecast from the American Standard Cooling Weather Center.
This Friday night, we'll have a few passing clouds, otherwise not looking too bad. Low temperature around 71 degrees, winds out of the southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tomorrow, partly cloudy with a high temperature near 90. I'm Wish TV Storm Track 8 meteorologist Renar Sudas, 493 WIBC.
I'm Jake McDaniel on the level, on the go, and on WIBC.com.
Hammer and Nigel.
Can you believe these characters are weirdos? So let's rock it!
My name is Nigel. Jason Hammer right over there. A Trump-Putin summit. A Pootie Tang summit tentatively scheduled for next week. I'm on the Drudge Report right now.
Uh-oh.
There's a red headline.
Clip art?
No clip art, but there is a picture of Putin and Trump shaking hands. And the headline, I've not clicked on the article. The red headline says, USA and Russia plan truce deal to cement Putin's gains in Ukraine.
Of course.
I
was wondering what kind of bull crap the Drudge Report would put out there with that picture. Vladimir Putin shakes hands with murderous dictator.
So, today was supposed to be like, wasn't there some deadline, and today is the deadline for Putin to get his act together in the Ukraine, and it's kind of came and went, and but now that headline on Drudge, USA and Russia plan truce deal to cement Putin's gains in Ukraine. Who knows?
Why do you
what
put
that
yourself through the torture of going to Drudge?
I know. I stopped. I was really good about not going to Drudge during COVID. It was all death and gloom and doom headlines during COVID. I stopped going. But I'd been going to it for years before that. Something's changed over there.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Big change. But, yeah, today's a big deadline day. The Texas Democrats had this deadline to be back.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't show up. And now Russia's got this deadline. But it feels like Trump's willing to say, all right, if I can just meet with Putin next week, then I'll let this little deadline slide. And according to Fox News' Peter Doocy, it sounds like we're getting pretty close to a meeting.
Pretty much everybody that I talked to seemed really optimistic that this is something that might actually happen next week. Sometimes with these stories, like yesterday, there's a sensational headline that broke in the New York Times at first, that there could be a meeting in a week. And then once the dust settles, people decide, maybe we need a little bit more time. That is not the case with this, even though, as we understand it, none of the complicated logistical or diplomatic or security advance work has been done yet. That is something that the Secret Service and the State Department would usually want to have a couple weeks at least to do. Marco Rubio and his team at NSC are working on this right now, and that the White House is working through the details of potential meetings, and they will be provided at the appropriate time.
Yeah, that's key, right? The security. Because you're talking about a guy that's already had multiple assassination attempts on his life, getting ready to meet with quite possibly one of the worst bastards in the world.
Don't let Putin near your underwear drawer, Trump.
Right.
Okay? Because that's how he poisoned one of his adversaries one time.
Correct. So imagine you're like Marco Rubio or somebody in the security team knowing what kind of work you're going to have to do for this. And Trump's like, let's do it next week. Well, dude, hold on. We've got to make sure we've got all of our ducks in a row here. President Trump spoke to the press about this meeting, and he says, look, Zelensky doesn't have to be at this thing, but he could be.
No, he doesn't. No.
So when do you think that means?
They would like to meet with me, and I'll do whatever I can to stop the killing. So last month, they lost 14,000 people killed.
Jeez.
Last month. Every week is 4,000 or 5,000 people. So I don't like long waits. I think it's a shame. And they're mostly soldiers. They're Ukrainian and Russian soldiers, and some people from the cities where, missiles are lobbed in and you'll lose 35, 40 people a night, which is terrible. But no, mostly it's soldiers, and you're talking about, on average, 20,000 a month. 20,000 people are dying a month, generally young people.
If Trump has a soft spot, and there's not many on that dude, he doesn't like to see kids being killed. That's like the soft spot for Donald Trump.
That in his belly.
That too. Did you watch that injury to Anthony Richardson last night, Nigel? Colts quarterback?
What, is it the finger thing where it went sideways? I swear to God, Anthony Richardson gets hurt more than Greta Thunberg's feelings. Good God, this guy again with another injury.
I mean, he got rocked, though.
Well,
you can't
but
say
it was
he's being soft here,
I'm not
right?
saying he's being soft, but, it wasn't exactly like he got blindsided either. Right? You know what I mean? Like, it was
the
his
dude
fault.
Was coming. He should have seen the rush coming.
Yeah.
Now, he was blindsided, but whose fault was that? Like, every NFL expert that I've seen has said that that's Richardson's fault. You can't just not see the rush coming on the end. But, yeah, he got clocked last night.
It was one of those things where I was watching it with my neighbors. We were having a few drinks, and it was just on in the background. And then I was kind of curious to see Danny Dimes' performance, which was sort of lackluster.
Danny checked down.
A lot of dinking, a lot of
dinking, a lot of dunking,
a lot of checking.
The new tight end draft pick looked pretty good last night.
Okay.
First round pick, he looked good. But, this is Anthony Richardson's throwing hand, and the pinky was facing the other direction. I've had this injury. I did this in a basketball game, and it, bent sideways. It doesn't hurt, but if you just stay calm, the doctors can pop it back into place.
Looking at it hurts. You're telling me you get into somebody tackles you and your pinky turns 90 degrees sideways, that doesn't hurt. They just have to pop it back.
Popped it back, and then when I did this injury, it was in high school. They just put a splint on it, and for 2 weeks, it's hard to bend it. It swells up, but about 2 to 3 weeks later, you're back to good old gambling, man.
Didn't that make you sick looking at that last night, though?
Brought back some memories because I've been there before. He is considered day-to-day by the Indianapolis Colts.
We have a special guest coming up next. I can't believe it. I'm a
royalty, man.
I'm a little starstruck at this one. Don Felder, formerly of the Eagles.
And the owner of Don's Guns.
No. Not owner of Don Guns. Don Felder wrote Hotel California.
Baller.
He wrote the music in that, and he's coming to town next week with Styx and Cronin from REO Speedwagon, and we will talk to the legendary icon Don Felder, formerly of the Eagles, next, right after a look at traffic with Matt Baer.
All right, Nigel, looking at southbound 6570, that's jammed up from the north split down to the south split because of construction. Also looking at eastbound 465 on the south side, stop and go traffic from 31 over to Arlington Avenue. Northwest side, a stall. Northbound 465 in the 865 interchange. We're slow back to 86. Southbound 465, stop and go from 65 down to 74 Crawfordsville Road. And inbound 65, that's dragging for a 7-minute delay. MLK to Meridian Penn. Eastbound 70, slow from Belmont into the south split. East side, northbound 465, stop and go traffic from Penn Pike up to I-69 and inbound 69. That is stop and go right now for a 5-minute delay. 106th Street, 282nd. Traffic sponsored by Speedway. Got one of those days that never stops? Try a stop at Speedway. Refresh the vibe with 69 cents large Big Gulp drinks. Speedy Rewards app required. Valid through 8/26/25. See app for full terms. I'm Matt Baer. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
87 at the American Standard Cooling Weather Center at 93 WIBC. Hammer here for my friends at Diamonds Direct. Keystone at the Crossing, right by the Green Bridge. And right now, this is a pretty amazing deal. Buy an engagement ring, and you'll get the wedding band for free. Seriously, the free wedding band when you buy that engagement ring. And already, Diamonds Direct has the lowest prices and the biggest selection, so why would you go anywhere else? Diamonds Direct, Keystone at the Crossing. Tell them Hammer from Hammer and Nigel sent you.
Know exactly why you need to remodel that kitchen of yours. The space, it's outdated. You can't move around like you used to. It doesn't work like it needs to. You want to entertain and you want to improve your quality of life. This can happen, just not with the kitchen you have. You need to call Booher Remodeling. BOOHER. BooherRemodeling.com. They can take that old kitchen that's deteriorating and broken down and turn it into something that works for you and your family. Their 5-step design process from start to finish, the consultation, the preliminary design, the design development, getting all the documents together, and then getting it done. The best materials, the most skilled craftsmen in Central Indiana. Booher Remodeling will guide you through the entire process, starting with the free initial consultation, and they stand behind their work with a 2-year workmanship guarantee. Create that new kitchen. Design experts can use an existing layout or begin completely from scratch. Talk to Booher Remodeling today. BOOHER. BooherRemodeling.com. That's BooherRemodeling.com.
This is the soundtrack of summer.
And new memories are waiting at your Indiana State Fair.
Join us today for Keystone Cooperative Day and another round of fun. Enjoy over 100 free things to do at your Indiana State Fair, including a circus, wolf show, the Indie Dunkers, and more. And don't miss Bill Murray and his Blood Brothers concert. Yes, Bill Murray.
Sounds like fun. Your Indiana State Fair, presented by Get Prepared Indiana.
This is Zach from Ingledow Tree Experts. When it comes to the health and beauty of your trees, trust Ingledow Tree Experts. Our certified arborists ensure your trees are trimmed, removed, and cared for with precision. Summer is the perfect time to schedule fall pruning. Call now for your free estimate and let us handle the hard work. 317-903-0102 or visit ingledowtreeexperts.com for more information. Ingledow Tree Experts, where your trees come first.
You hear that? That's Mike
sleeping soundly on a Sunday night. That's because Mike was smart this time. He took ZzzQuil Ultra to fall asleep fast, stay asleep longer, and get the deeply restorative sleep he needs. So now he wakes up refreshed and ready to conquer Mondays.
Let's do this Monday.
ZzzQuil Ultra. Not for colds, just for sleep. Really great sleep. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Where's the lake?
Not here.
But it says Great Lakes Honda of Fishers.
Right. I just don't see a lake.
Who needs a lake when you can lease a 2025 HRV LX all-wheel drive for $329 a month and 0 down?
That definitely won't soak our bank account.
Oh, it's the old Honda of Fishers.
Great Lakes, great people, great cars.
But no actual lake.
Visit us off State Road 37 for special pricing during our summer sales event. With approved credit through Honda Financial. In-stock new Hondas only. Not combinable with other offers. All fees due at signing. Loyalty or conquest rebates may apply. Offer ends August 31st. See dealer for details.
At Indiana Business Radio, the news you need to get ahead. Indiana's business news leader, weekdays at 6:32 a.m. and 5:56 p.m. on WIBC.
Drexel Interiors, the place to go for upgrading your kitchen, bath, or flooring. Schedule your free design consultation at drexelin.com or visit their showrooms today. Go where the pros go.
The Hammer and Nigel show. My name's Nigel. That's Jason Hammer. It's not every day we get to talk to a rock icon, Don Felder, coming to Ruoff Music Center in Noblesville, August 15th. Former guitarist for the Eagles. Wrote the music for the biggest #1 smash hit, Hotel California. And now he's on tour, the Brotherhood of Rock tour with Styx and Kevin Cronin. My man Don Fingers Felder, how are you?
I'm doing great. I got to tell you, this is probably one of the best combinations of music. It's 4 hours of hits, just hit after hit after hit after hit after hit. From my catalog of some of the Eagles songs, a couple of solo things like heavy metal, and then Kevin Cronin comes out, Mr. REO himself, that wrote and sang all the big hits. And then Styx comes out, and just it's 4 hours of just amazingly great music. And we have a 40-foot wide by 20-foot high 4K digital screen behind us. It's got videos running and effects running and all sorts of stuff going on. So it's really an amazing show. It's just so much fun.
How do you guys decide who comes out first? I'm the kind of guy, I'm kind of like, I'll go first, then I'm done working for the night. Or are you guys working all night? Do you guys ever get out on stage and play together?
Well, yeah, we do that sometimes. There's a lot of special treats that happen just as one-off. Somebody will go, hey, I'm going to come out and sit in and play guitar with you on Hotel, like Tommy Shaw. Okay, we've done that. We've toured together on and off since 2006, and so we know each other. There's no Devo, ego, hissy fit, none of that stuff. So, you never know what might happen. Somebody might just walk out in the middle of one of my songs and start singing harmony with me or something. Anyway, it's a great group of people. It's a wonderful show, and I hope you come backstage and say hello on August 15th, and so I can shake your hand and thank you for taking the time to do this. Now, I have one other thing I want to talk about.
Yeah.
As part of this tour, I'm doing this promotion for the Rock and Roll Retreat Sweepstakes. It's an amazing package of the things you can win. And 100% of every penny that comes in goes to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital.
I love that charity. I love that charity.
Yeah, me too. I've been supporting it for well over 10 years now. Anyways, the package that you can win is you get a round-trip airfare for two for any place in the continental United States to go to Nashville, Tennessee. In Nashville, you get 3 nights at the Broadway suite at the Westin Nashville Hotel. That might be the biggest suite I've ever stayed in. You need a road map to find your way around in this suite, or maybe use Waze or something to find the bathroom, So anyway, it's a beautiful suite. You win a white double net, $12.75, just like you see me play.
Yeah, just like yours.
California.
Yeah.
Yep. You get a private tour with me of the Gibson Garage, which is less than a half-block walk from the Westin Hotel. Now, that includes an amazing downstairs hidden Gibson vault that contains all of the original historic Gibson guitars.
Wow.
The very first Les Paul, the very first Gibson acoustic, the very first Explorer, all those things there. Not only you're not allowed to go down there unless you go down with somebody like me, but you get to take them out and hold them and play them if you're a guitar player or a musician. And then the next day, you get to be my personal guest at a showcase where I'll be speaking and performing at the Gibson Garage. Not only that, it keeps going.
Okay.
You get a one-on-one guitar lesson from me at the Gibson Garage.
Incredible.
And, I've taught a couple of people in the past. One of them went on to be a pretty famous musician, a guy named Tom Petty. So who knows, if you get this lesson from me, you could have a huge career. You never know.
Wow. How do people get in on this?
Well, I'm going to tell you in just a minute. You also get tickets to the Musicians Hall of Fame in Nashville, where I've been inducted, and you'll see my display there. When you go to donfelder.com/contest, donfelder.com/contest.
Got it.
When you get there, that's how you can enter. You can give whatever you want. For every $50 that you contribute, you get a ticket. You put in $100, you get 2 tickets. You put in $200, you get 4 tickets. So the more you give to St. Jude's, the higher and better your chances are to win this amazing package. donfelder.com/contest.
That's awesome. Awesome. And we're going to reset that and put that out on our social media here in just a moment. We're speaking with Don Felder, coming to Ruoff August 15th, the Brotherhood of Rock Tour. Now, Don, the brotherhood of this angle here, how has that been on the road? Because you're with some pretty big personalities, some big stars of their own. This isn't anything new with you, being with the Eagles for so long. Like, when you guys are out on the road, if there's ever a disagreement or whatever, how do you make sure that doesn't affect what you guys are doing out on the stage?
Well, first of all, everybody is there and has been in this business. We've toured together on and off since 2006. We all know each other. We know all the guitar techs, the front of house mixers, the lighting directors, the truck drivers, the bus drivers. It's a big family. So there's no disagreements. There's no arguments. There's none of that stuff. That doesn't exist. We're all having so much fun playing so much great music for so many great crowds that there's no reason to be upset about anything.
It's just a hit machine, a hit 4 hours of nothing but hits. And I do want to mention here in just a minute, I want to talk about your album that you have out. One question I have, though, you've been through so many eras of rock and roll in this industry, the 70s, 80s, 90s. What's been your favorite era? It could be now.
Well, I think every era that started back in when I first started playing guitar was in Gainesville. And unbeknownst to me, I was playing with people like Stephen Stills when we were 14 years old.
Wow.
And we had a band called the Continentals together, but you don't know anything about the future or who you're working with. Tom Petty, Bernie Ledden, myself, and Stephen Stills all went to the Gainesville High School at the same time.
Unbelievable.
So
I had no idea that.
We were all there.
Wow.
Playing, but you don't have any idea that, first of all, there was no Rock and Roll Hall of Fame back then. There was no Grammys being awarded for anything. That we weren't doing it for any of the accolades or any of the money. We just loved playing music, and that's exactly what this show is that you're going to see on August 15th. We all love playing music and go out and just kick it hard. So it's a lot of fun.
We only got a couple minutes left here with Don Felder, former lead guitarist for the Eagles, out on the Brotherhood of Rock tour coming August 15th with Styx and Kevin Cronin. And you've got a new album out too, right?
I do, yeah. It's out called The Vault. I play one new song in the live show, which you'll hear August 15th. I play a song called Hollywood Victim. And people will listen to my album and go, man, some of these songs sound like Eagles songs. Well, they were. I was writing for the Eagles. I was writing for movies that I was doing songs for, and these were all just song ideas. Like for Hotel California, I wrote, I think, 15 or 16 song ideas, and two of them, one became Hotel California, and one became Victim of Love.
Yeah.
So there's 14 other song ideas just for that one album that I'd rediscovered. I went, dang, God, these are good sounding tracks. So I went in and fixed them, finished them, redid them from the ground up with some of the best musicians I've ever played with in my life. A guy named Nathan East, who plays with Clapton, Matt Bissonette, who plays with Elton John.
Wow.
Who else was on there? Oh, Greg Bissonette. Just on and on and on. Todd from Styx played drums on a track. Greg Filling Gaines played keyboard from Clapton's band. Just amazing. A couple of guys from Toto played on stuff. So they took these ideas, and all of a sudden we just breathed new, beautiful energy and life into them. It's a really fun album. I'm very proud of it.
Lots of irons in the fire here, Don. The new album's called The Vault, 50 Years of Music. We will post the information for your charity at donfelder.com, your charity contest. And then, of course, the Brotherhood of Rock Tour with Styx, Kevin Cronin, and icon Don Felder coming to Ruoff, Noblesville, August 15th. It has been an honor talking to you, Mr. Felder. Thank you, and hope you enjoy Indy here next week.
Thank you. I can't wait to see you guys.
How awesome was that? Rock royalty right there, Nige.
Man,
You know how casual he is. You know, when I was writing songs for Hotel California, one of the greatest albums of all time.
Coming up next, we have Breitbart editor-in-chief Alex Marlowe. He's got a new book out. And I also want to ask him, he was in Hawaii when the tsunami happened a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, that's right.
So we will get him on the phone right after the news. It's the Hammer and Nigel Show.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
What good he did. You've got fair skies, some clouds, and 90 degrees in downtown Indy. 70 is your low for tonight. I'm Jake McDaniel. Here's what's trending at 5:30. Astronaut Jim Lovell was the commander of the Apollo 13 mission and helped turn a failed mission into a victory. He has died on Thursday. Lovell talked to an interview in 2009 that things did not have to go well, but they did.
I look back on my own life, and I guess I was really lucky. I just happened to be in the right place at the right time with the right set of credentials.
NASA says Lovell was their hero and one of a kind. He was 97. President Trump is meeting with leaders of the Armenia and Azerbaijan at the White House as he is trying to secure a peace deal between them. Their conflict started back in the 80s.
35 years of death and hatred, and now it's going to be love and respect and success together.
During Trump's campaign, he brought up the conflict between Armenia and Azerbaijan. He specifically criticized former Vice President Kamala Harris, claiming she had not done anything to help the Armenian people. Indiana state agencies are tightening their belts to meet a tough new budget. Departments like the Indiana Department of Administration are cutting contracts, while others, including the Indiana Destination Development Corporation, have had to lay off employees and eliminate open positions. The city of Westfield is gearing up to host a major golf tournament this month. Jarrett Lewis reports.
What started as just an incredible, unique opportunity for our club very quickly turned into feeling like you're representing your state.
That's Betsy Hinkie Garfield, a partner with the Hinkie Development Group who helped bring Live Golf to the Hoosier State. She told Wish TV it's a great honor for the city and the state to host this event, one that they expect will generate over $30 million for the city. Westfield is going through their final preparations before golfers tee off in front of fans on Friday, August 15th at the club at Chatham Hills. Jarrett Lewis, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
And the average gas price for Indiana today is $3.18 according to GasBuddy.com, and that is just 2 cents above the national average. You've got WIBC traffic at 5:32. Here's Matt Baird.
All right, West Side 21st Street closed at High School Road because of a two-car crash. Somebody had to be extricated at High School Road. A mess right now around the Hollister Road area. That's between 34th and Crawfordsville Road right now, so please be careful in that area. Inbound 65 stop and go from 29th to Meridian Penn. Then southbound 6570 jam north split to the south split, a 4-minute delay. Northbound 65 slows from Keystone Avenue to the south split because of construction, delayed 8 minutes. Westbound 70 slow from Rural Street into the north split. East side northbound 465 stop and go 70 to Penn Pike, then dragging up to I-69. And southbound 69 stall after 106th Street, push to the shoulder, slow to 116th, then stop and go 96th Street down to 82nd. Crash Shadeland Avenue at 75th and a crash downtown Market Street at East. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors, the place to go for upgrading your kitchen, bath, or flooring. Schedule your free design consultation at DrexelIN.com. Visit DrexelIN.com for your free interior design or visit their showrooms today. Go where the pros go. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
And now your American Standard Cooling Weather Center forecast.
Moving into the forecast for Friday, get ready for some passing clouds, but otherwise calm, quiet conditions. Winds out of the southeast, light at about 5 to 10 miles per hour, and a low temperature around the 70-degree mark by Saturday morning. By Saturday afternoon, we will see a little extra cloud cover, but still be on the partly sunny side of things with a high temperature around 90, 91 degrees or so, and only a light breeze out of the south at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Another quiet, clear, and warm evening Saturday night. I'm Wish TV Storm Track 8 meteorologist Junior Sutis for 93 WIBC.
I'm Jake McDaniel on the level, on the go, and on WIBC.com.
It's Friday, I'm free again.
It's the Hammer and Nigel show. My name is Nigel. Jason Hammer is here. Alex Marlowe is a Breitbart News editor-in-chief and the host of the Alex Marlowe Show podcast, available wherever you get your podcast. Two-time New York Times bestselling author. He's got a new book out. Couldn't really talk about it the last time he was on the air with us a few months ago. It's called Breaking the Law, Exposing the Weaponization of America's Legal System Against Donald Trump. Alex Marlowe, welcome back to the show. How are you?
I'm doing great, guys. Thanks again for having me on. You guys are the happiest guys in all of radio.
Man, we have a good time on this program. I want to get to the book. That's why you call. That's why you called into the show. But I just want to make sure you and your family are doing okay after the Hawaii thing. I heard you were in Hawaii on vacation during that tsunami. Can you take me
We've been on
through
the
that?
most unbelievable run out here. I'm in the middle of fire country, and we had the whole city burned down around us. Luckily, we didn't have to evacuate. But there was a really panicky day where we're throwing stuff in suitcases, and then yesterday there was a massive fire about 10 miles from my house, and we're thinking I'm keeping an eye on it. The whole neighborhood's covered in smoke. Yeah, we were there at about the worst spot on planet Earth, on a ground floor beachfront hotel room on the west side of Maui, and just staring right down the barrel of that tsunami. And it was a total freak out. I was in the lobby of a hotel when the first emergency alert came in and saying that, hey, this is bad, get out of town. And
you're on vacation. Where do you go?
Yeah, so luckily I kind of know the area. We vacation there a lot, and so I knew that there was a world-famous spot pretty close by known as the Plantation Golf Course at Kapalua. Any golfers in the audience will know exactly what I'm talking about. One of the most iconic courses in the world, incredible course, and it's famous for having, I think, like the highest clubhouse to sea level anywhere or something. It's known for that, and so it was.
So you went up there and hit out?
500 feet up. So we went up there, and it was unbelievable because my kids were playing zombies in the 18th fairway while we're waiting for whether or not the world's going to be destroyed. And
Alex, how do you break that news to the family? Like, I know we've seen a lot of stuff in the last year. We've had fires. We've had everything in between.
Yeah.
But I'm being told we may be drowning to death here in the near future if we don't get to higher ground. Like, how do you break that news to your family?
Yeah, it's a fantastic question because you have to try to be in dad mode.
Yes.
And it's my eldest son and actually both of my sons, neither of my daughters, but both of my sons were with me when I got the news, and you kind of almost want to panic a little bit. And I'm driving our rent-a-car, and we're back to try to gather up the girls and try to cram all of our stuff as much as we can in the car, and we're all on top of each other, and I'm thinking, is this literally the last day of our lives? It only lasted 15 minutes because once I saw that the traffic was okay and I was going to be able to get up to 500 feet pretty easy, I knew it'd be okay. But it was a surreal thing for a minute, and it turned out nothing happened. There weren't even big waves. There's no tsunami. And the government didn't tell us anything for like 5-6 hours. We're just sitting there getting bit by bugs. I'm covered in bug bites still, and we're just sitting there outside just waiting for the government to free us and release us back to our vacation. And it turned out to be a big nothing, but it was very scary for a minute.
Well, I'm glad you're okay. I'm glad the family's okay. Hope you had a good rest of your vacation. The new book, Breaking the Law, Exposing the Weaponization of America's Legal System Against Donald Trump. What do you want people to know about this book?
Thank you. Really, there's three important things here. It's a primer on all the lawfare against Donald Trump. It helps you understand that there really was criminality that went on. It was all coordinated from the Biden White House. None of this is legal. It was attempted election rigging. There's been no accountability. There's been no justice. It was years in the making, the process of putting together these 6 major cases against Trump, and they're funded by the biggest players in Democrat politics, and we need to investigate. We need the perp walks and handcuffs, and if we don't, at a minimum, and this is kind of the third part of it, is that I want people to understand that the only way to beat lawfare long-term is to not have so many liberals on the courts. And the only way to do that is to stay engaged. We have to be in wartime footing forever. We can't take breaks. We can't take rests. Can't take summer vacation. No days off. We have to keep working. We have to be civically engaged. We have to be drafting, fielding the best, most fearless candidates imaginable, and then holding them to account as voters. And sort of the other thing that I'm trying to do is make it wording to people that this is happening now. And a lot of people think that we beat this thing. We did not beat it. It is we won a battle, a major battle. Thank God, because we had Donald Trump, who is a once in a millennia figure to lead us. But they're not going to stop. They've got a new playbook. It's important to expose the playbook and then beat it.
Alex, earlier today, we found out that Attorney General Pam Bondi is working toward getting this grand jury put together to go after Letitia James, the New York Attorney General, for, in essence, violating the constitutional rights of Donald Trump. Sounds like the Bondi team feels like they just went after Donald Trump for the sake of going after him. She campaigned on it. Have you had a chance to dive into this aspect of the story yet?
You know, it's fresh for me, too, as we're having this conversation, but this is what I wrote about in the book. In the book, I said specifically, I believe Letitia James committed conspiracy against rights against Donald Trump, which is she should absolutely be able to account for that. Now, I'm not an attorney. I'm not a law enforcement person, which I think makes the book more readable for people. I try to make it fun. It's actually pretty hilarious at parts with some of the absurdity of the way that they've gone about going after Trump. But Tish James is a really bad actor here. She campaigned specifically to go after Trump. She's obsessed with Trump. She was meeting at the White House during all this, which has to be illegal. And she's a not honest person. So there's no doubt that there were some illegalities in what she did. It's a matter of us going out, finding them, and then holding her to account.
Alex Marlow, Breitbart News editor-in-chief and author of the new book just out this week, Breaking the Law, Exposing the Weaponization of America's Legal System Against Donald Trump. This, do you talk about, it's probably not the most important in terms of what happened to Donald Trump, the charges that were levied against him. Do you talk about that girl, that lady, Jean Carroll, at all?
It's actually one of my favorite parts of the book. It's the least consequential of the lawfare, but it's the most egregious. And when people read the E. Jean Carroll chapter, if you're not laughing after the first few pages with the absurdity of her claim.
This is the woman he was accused of assaulting in some dressing room.
Let me give you some of the details here. She doesn't remember when it happened. She doesn't even know what year it happened. Her story is almost the exact plot of an episode of Law & Order that came out 2 years before. She was a Law & Order fan, though. I do get this confused.
Wait, you're being serious.
Law & Order SVU. She said she only liked the other one, like whichever one. So she claimed she wasn't, even though she is a Law & Order fan, that she claimed she hadn't seen the episode. That was almost exactly her story. There were no witnesses. She didn't scream. She originally said it was not a rape, and then said later on that it was a rape. I won't get into any X-rated details of it, but some of what she accounted it does not make sense. It does not biologically and anatomically. What she was describing doesn't make sense. Then she said she had saved the dress and not washed it that she wore that day. And then so the Trump team said, "Great, turn it over. Let's see if there's any Trump DNA on it." And she wouldn't turn it over. This is a woman who had animals, cats named Tits and Vagina. That's not a joke. Those are the name of. She had a polka dotted car Yeah,
Wasn't she the only woman in America that didn't know that was a dead-end road trying to hit on Anderson Cooper on a CNN interview?
That was so...
That is kind of what happened. And in
So
that
awkward.
crazy interview, the Anderson Cooper interview, which has to be seen to be believed, people should try to Google that, which they have maliciously edited. They cut out in that, and I write about this in the book as well, they edited the YouTube version of it to make her look better. I make this point in the book, which is there's always little Easter eggs for people to check it out. It's I go deep on this stuff. But in that interview, she contradicts herself all the time, and the whole suit was the idea of George Conway, Kellyanne Conway's ex-husband, who is a pro-anti-Trump pundit, and it was funded by Reid Hoffman, the LinkedIn billionaire who has been a subject of anyone's read any of my books. He's come up in both of my prior books because he funds so much of the institutional left. He is a regular Biden White House visitor, was there 5 times in 2022. This is a guy who is at a George Soros level of integration into the left-wing political fundraising mechanisms. He bankrolled the world-class attorneys. This thing was over once the jury and judge were impaneled for Trump, even though the case is blatantly absurd.
What's the most we got a couple minutes left. I know I want to be respectful of your time, but really, what's the most egregious lawfare against Trump? Was it the Mar-a-Lago raid going through Melania's?
Yeah, let me give you a couple examples that I think are really important. I mean, one thing is that the only criminal conviction, the Stormy Daniels case, which had a judge who had donated to Joe Biden, which is illegal, and had a daughter who had raised $100 million for Democrats. The Stormy Daniels case only occurred because of the Russia collusion hoax. They wouldn't have had the evidence aside from the fake Russia narrative allowed the DOJ to investigate Michael Cohen, Trump's fixer lawyer, and they got evidence information from Cohen that they used to get Trump there. So that conviction should never have happened because it was only based off of evidence that was illicitly gotten from the Russian collusion hoax. So Trump never should have been convicted of the criminal charges. He shouldn't have been a convicted felon. That should be thrown out. That's my number one. My number two is just the whole nature of Jack Smith. Jack Smith was unconstitutional. His job never existed. And Merrick Garland and Joe Biden never stopped them, created this job out of thin air. It was not real. And he got to, while this was worked out in the courts, he spent 18 months investigating Trump, harassing Trump, leaking the Washington Post, creating a political narrative against Trump. And then 18 months, finally, it's found out that, oh, yeah, this is not legit, and we got to disbar the whole thing.
And now the tables have been turned against Jack Smith. By the way.
Yes, which is great news. But again, I give a half a dozen, maybe a dozen names that should be given the same treatment in the book. So, but this is a good start, and all these people need to be investigated. Some of them need to go to jail, to be honest with you.
Two-time New York Times best-selling author and author of the new book, Breaking the Law, Exposing the Weaponization of America's Legal System Against Donald Trump. Alex Marlow, Breitbart News editor-in-chief and host of the Alex Marlow Show podcast. Obviously, you have a long history with WIBC, even going back as far as Greg Garrison. They'd have Big Tuesday. They'd have a Breitbart guest on every hour. So we really appreciate, your history with this station goes long before our show, and you treat us very kind, and thank you, and good luck with the book.
I love WIBC. It's a part of my history. It's part of Andrew's history, and thank you guys, and we'll do this whenever you want.
All right, Alex, have a good one, buddy.
Thanks, brother.
Bye, guys.
I got the beer.
You got the brew?
It has to do with the story that we had earlier this week, actually.
Okay.
So we'll do Beer Sample Friday next.
Tired of using your Indy Summer to paint year after year? Then do what Deanna did. She called Rhino Shield.
I was noticing some cracks and the paint's faded. I was like, okay, I think I should get my house painted. So my neighbor had a Rhino Shield placard in the yard. And after they were finished, I was just, wow. With the warranty and everything, it just seemed silly not to go that route.
The ceramic coating of Rhino Shield is specifically formulated for our climate.
So the Rhino Shield crew came out. Nothing was damaged in the process. I was very happy. They just didn't leave a mess. You couldn't even tell they were there. And the house looked so different. It just looked like a new home.
Backed by a 25-year transferable warranty. And right now, you can have that protection for 10% off the regular price.
Rhino Shield, I think it increases the value and the curb appeal of your home. Definitely worth it.
Here's Rhino Shield's Shane Smith.
This offer is limited, so call me at 888-RHINO-41. That's 888-RHINO-41.
Don't paint.
Don't vinyl.
Go Rhino.
Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
Don Fisher here for QC Kinetics. I want to share with you the best thing I've done for my knee pain. I've been hearing commercials about the groundbreaking treatments that QC Kinetics offers for months. Meantime, my chronic knee pain had hit an all-time high threshold. I wanted to stay active and enjoy playing golf again without the pain. So I decided to call and book an appointment. And what I found out was that QC Kinetics is the non-surgical solution. I have no knee pain and feel like I did 10 years ago. And it's all because of the non-invasive therapy from QC Kinetics.
Discover the solution to joint pain with no surgery, no drugs, and no downtime. For a free consultation, call 463-282-6886.
I'm back to playing golf and enjoying life. Take it from me, this is the best call you can make to relieve your orthopedic pain.
For your free consultation, call QC Kinetics today. 463-282-6886. 463-282-6886.
Don't miss the biggest Lazy Boy, Flex Deal, and Mattress blowout sale of the year at Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus. Hey, this is Spencer Thompson, and now through Monday, save 50% off all Lazy Boy and Flex Deal. Save up to $800 off premium mattresses, plus interest-free financing, free delivery, and cash discounts. Hurry, sale ends Monday only at Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus.
The Attorney General's office wants to put your money back in your pocket. Visit indianaunclaimed.gov and search for yourself, your loved ones, or your business. It's fast, easy, and free.
Got one of those days that never stops? Try a stop at Speedway. Refresh the vibe with 69-cent large Big Gulp drinks. Speedy Rewards app required. Valid through 8/26/25. See app for full terms.
The news everyone's talking about, you'll find it at WIBC.com. The latest from City Hall, the White House, or the State House. Updated all day. Don't miss what matters. Stay in the know while you're on the go at WIBC and WIBC.com.
Matt Baer has a look at the roads.
All right, Hammer, checking out Hancock County. It is westbound 70 County Road, 200 west. That's a couple of miles after State Road 9, a few in fact, and that is blocking the right lane right now, causing stop traffic past Fortville Pike. May want to consider US 40 instead when heading towards Indianapolis. On the east side, southbound 465 at I-70, the right lane is blocked because of a medical emergency. Southbound 65 now stopped. From Whitestown Parkway down to 865, the Dogleg northbound lanes also slow after 86th Street up to 865. Southbound 65-70 construction delay from the north split to the south split, delayed 9 minutes. And then inbound 65 slows from 29th to Meridian Penn. High School Road closed from 25th to 30th because of a crash. 21st Street closed also on the west side between 465 and High School because of a crash. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors, the place to go for upgrading your kitchen, bath, or flooring. Schedule your free design consultation at DrexelIN.com. Visit DrexelIN.com for your free interior designer. Visit their showrooms today. Go where the pros go. I'm Matt Baer. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
87 at the American Standard Cooling Weather Center at 93 WIBC.
But now,
Hammer and Nigel present
beer sample.
Fry.
I got some beers. Let's drink them, huh?
Beers on sale, people. Come down, get you some.
Brought to you by our good friends at Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus. I was sitting on their beautiful Berlin Garden outdoor patio furniture last night, as a matter of fact. They are the ones that sponsor Beer Sample Friday. Sometimes restaurants will bring their brews in for us to try on the air. Sometimes breweries will come in. Sometimes
it's festivals sometimes.
Yeah, there's a lot of festivals that bring us by stuff. But sometimes we just happen to be perusing the liquor aisles, the beer aisles ourselves. And I saw one that reminded me of a story this week. And I'm just going to hand this to you and see if you can know what story
Okay.
It was either this week or last week. It's scary, isn't it?
Feels like we had a couple stories about this.
Yes.
Vampire Bat
This is
from Metazoa.
Metazoa local brewer here. Great local brewer here.
Oh, these guys are awesome. They were part of our big broadcast at Coach's Tavern earlier this year.
Absolutely. Vampire Bat, Blood Orange IPA. Blood being the key word here because of bats. They suck your blood.
And the circle back here, if I could go full Jen Psaki, was we had a story about some woman in Arizona that was taking a photo and then a bat flew into her mouth and she had to get rabies shots.
And she $20,000 worth of rabies shots. And so there's a big bat. This is called Vampire Bat from Metazoa, a Blood Orange IPA. One of my favorite styles of IPA, by the way.
If I'm going IPA, I like the Blood Orange. Let me take a drink here. Oh, man, that's good.
Delicious. So delicious.
After the week we've had, man, that really hits a spot right there.
And we got another hour of the Hammer and Nigel show to go.
The weekend, baby. It's officially underway in Indianapolis. Turn up the radio, crack a cold one, and we're coming back for one more hour. It's the Hammer and Nigel show.
Without an Advent clinic nearby, people suffering needlessly from chronic nasal congestion and sinus infections would be stuck with either Band-Aid or Sledgehammer solutions. Band-Aids are pills or nasal sprays, and they're not true solutions. Surgery is a sledgehammer, and that's what we're trying to avoid. Because most people don't need surgery for nose and sinus issues, nor do they want a 14-day recovery. Our unique Advent approach can, in 20 minutes in our office, open your blocked nose for good, with only 1 day recovery. I'm Advent founder Dr. Kandula. Outside of Advent's four walls, invasive surgery is what they'll recommend. But here you will find effective and convenient in-office solutions to help you stop the need for Band-Aids and avoid the sledgehammer.
Go to adventknows.com to schedule your appointment, because Advent knows when you breathe well, you live better. Most insurance accepted.
An official message from Medicare.
I'm saving money on my Medicare prescriptions. Maybe you can save too. With Medicare's Extra Help program, my premium is zero and my out-of-pocket costs are low. Who should apply? Single people making less than $24,000 a year, or married couples who make less than $32,000. Even if you don't think you qualify, it pays to find out.
Go to ssa.gov/extrahelp. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Make summer nights unforgettable with Indy Decorative Concrete. Get 50% off a stunning fire pit with our best stamped concrete patio package. Hurry, this hot offer ends September 1st. More details at indydecorativeconcrete.com.
Fostech is the family-owned business that makes incredible firearms right here in Indiana. Fostech, created by 2 career firefighters and 1 U.S. Air Force veteran, they create special, unique firearms. American craftsmanship meeting cutting-edge technology. Their Origin 12 shotgun is the envy of the industry, and all their products are designed, machined, assembled, and tested right here in Indiana. Follow Fostech on Facebook and Instagram at Fostech_INC. Find a dealer near you or visit Fostech.com. That's Fostech. Fostech.com. Use promo code WIBC for 10% off your order.
Summers in Indy are great, but don't spend it painting. Do what your neighbor Don did. He called Rhino Shield.
Well, the home's built in 1948. Paint on the